Hey everybody, Jamie here, and this is from the Heart Live, and it is my 50th birthday. And we are here tonight with JT, Karen, and Cameron. And I've
What's up,
invited a
everybody?
ton more people to come, and they should be coming in and out as the night goes on. So, uh, thanks for coming, everybody. I'm super
Of
excited.
course.
Um,
Absolutely, Jim.
yeah, I'm super excited. And even though I'm turning 50 today and I should be totally depressed, I actually woke up in a pretty good mood today,
That's good.
and I'm sitting on a new chair. So I got a new chair here.
That's always
My
good,
feet
too.
are not touching the ground
Yep.
because I'm short. Hashtag short girl problems. So my feet don't touch the ground. So I look like I'm sitting in one of those big chairs that you see in front of a restaurant. That's for like photo ops and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
um, and then I got some flowers this morning, and hubby and I went for a little hike today in the woods, and right now, Scott and my son are out buying me a GoPro.
Nice.
So kind of
Cool.
excited about that.
Well, I got to say, first off, happy birthday, Jamie.
Thank
Yeah.
And
you.
welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Damn right.
So,
I finally hit
There's
it.
that.
Jamie, I want you to see this. This is a picture of Susanna Hoffs from the Bengals at age 64.
Wow.
So,
I want to
so-
look that good at
Great.
64.
so what I'm saying is that you at 50, I mean,
You don't look
you
50,
don't
Jamie.
even
We've
look.
had
You
this
look
conversation.
under 35. I'm telling
Yeah.
Yeah.
She eats
That's what I
good.
thought immediately when I first met you, Jim. I got
She eats
nothing
well.
for you.
you. Yeah, when I first met you, I thought you were like 32. So
That's amazing.
Me too.
Yeah, like for sure. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Happy birthday, Jamie. You know
Thank
that we all love you and that you are everywhere supporting everyone in this community, and you are an absolute shining light in this community. And
What-
we all absolutely adore you.
what's
Aw,
so
thank you.
Don't ever
With-
forget that.
what's so incredible, JT, is that Jamie started as just a viewer of my channel,
Yeah.
and then she got asked to be on another channel that I was affiliated with a little bit, and that's what started. She wouldn't even be doing this if she hadn't been following those channels years ago. So
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny how you say that, because it's the same pretty much with me. Like I didn't follow a lot of horror channels and stuff before I started mine, but the only one I really did was Sinister Cinema Reviews, Jason and Kaylee over there. I followed them for like 5 years, and pretty much inspired me to start my own channel. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing this, most likely. So it's funny how that works out.
Well,
Yeah.
even Cameron is the reason I was on Region Free too, because
Yeah.
I followed him over to when it was called the Sausage Factory. He was on it, and I just followed him over there because I was like, "Oh, Cameron's doing this show with these guys," and I started watching it, and I fell in love with the show. But I never spoke because it said the Sausage Factory, so I figured, well, maybe they don't want ladies in here. So I just listened for like the longest time, and then one day I just started talking in there, and then pretty soon I was on it. And
well, what happened was Pizzal asked us, do you know any, females who'd like to be on the show? And a couple of us said, well, we know one person would be really good. So then you came on. So.
Yes, and it was awesome. I was so happy to be part of that show, and it was exciting for me. But now I'm moving on to my own thing. So
Your channel is rocking. Every time you're live, I'm noticing there's just tons of people in the chat.
yeah.
It's always a positive atmosphere in your chat.
Always,
nice.
always.
Yeah.
I try to keep it clean in here as much as possible. But yeah, my channel has been growing, and I'm quite excited about that because I'm really not. I don't feel like I'm really out there like trying to grow it. I just am going to different places and talking to people, and then they're like, "Well, what's your channel?" And they come over and they sub to me, which I think is awesome because I try to be out there to support as many people's channels as I can and be in their chats as much as I can. So, hey, we have a knock at the door. So let's let somebody in, and here we go. Night.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, Night.
Hey,
How's it
Knight.
going?
Well,
How you doing, brother?
Doing good, doing good. Happy birthday, Jamie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We were
have
just
a whole bunch of events this last few days, man.
yeah.
A whole bunch
Yeah.
of community events going on. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this has been a busy week for everybody.
Yeah.
Has been birthdays and anniversaries and all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely. It's been fun though.
Oh
Yeah.
definitely.
Your show this morning was super fun. I didn't get to catch a whole lot of it, but I love trivia.
Right?
It's
Yeah, we had
it's
Mike-
hard for
Mike's
me
is
not to
great
put in an
trivia.
answer. I'm so afraid, like if somebody else wants to answer it, I don't always want to have the right answer, but a lot of times
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
Right?
It's fun though. I really enjoy doing the trivia trivia nights with you guys and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a lot of
fun.
fun on this channel for sure. Everyone seems to love that trivia.
Yeah.
We were just discussing right before you got here tonight how I started on YouTube, and it was because I followed Cameron because when I found out Twin Peaks was going to have a third season, I went completely bonkers. I
Me too.
jumped up out of my seat and I was like, oh my God, there's going to be a third season of Twin Peaks. I got to go look this up. And so came in here and I looked everything up, and I started watching Cameron like right away that very same night. And it wasn't even, I only made one comment and he started talking to me like right away. So I was like, cool, I'm making friends with these
Nice.
people. And that was awesome. And then pretty soon, within like a year, I started doing a show with people. So
it's been 6 years
yes. Yes.
Wow.
since you
Yeah.
dipped your toe in. So,
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. It was, my first show is 2018. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you because, like I said, your channel, like a lot of people start their channel just kind of like a side thing, and because you were on other people's channels and stuff, and now you're focusing on yours, and by doing that, you can see. I mean, the chat is just moving. It's
Yeah.
just, it hasn't
Absolutely.
stopped, right?
Mhm.
I mean,
And everybody, don't forget, please leave a like and all that good stuff. Share
Oh
this
yeah,
out.
you're
Yeah.
nearly
Right,
you're over 40 likes already, Jamie. So come on.
Yay.
Awesome. Keep it going, guys. That's all.
Speaking of the chat, let's go in here and say hi to people.
Hi, people.
I started
Talking
getting
it all.
happy birthdays like early this morning on here. Pop's Movie Dungeon was the first one. You're the first one.
Nice.
What's up, Pops?
You guys should
And-
start sending those YouTube gift cards to Jamie right now.
Yeah, please do. I'm saving up for Scarefest, so send me whatever. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Russell, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Sean, he's one of my biggest cheerleaders. I love this guy. He's really awesome. Sean, by the way,
Sean.
I was trying to
Sean's
hook
my
up
boy.
with you today,
Hey, Sean.
and I could
Oh,
not
really?
find you on Twitter, and I couldn't find you on what's the other one? My
He
brain
doesn't
just
have
went
him.
blank.
He don't have him.
Oh, Instagram.
Instagram.
So
Yeah,
I
he
couldn't
doesn't
send
have-
you a link to join. So I wanted to send you a link to join up. So if you know of a way I can do that, just write it in the chat.
You could, Jamie. You can send it to me, and I can text it to him.
Well, you have it, so you can text it to him. If you
Oh,
want.
okay, that's how it works. That's true. Totally forgot about that. I'll do that. Hold on.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks. I hope you can make it tonight. Hal came out to say happy birthday.
That's it.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Mr. C. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. I'm glad.
All
You've
right.
been being a good boy for Dad?
Have you been being a good boy?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah? Okay, you make sure you be a good boy because he's a good dad.
All right. Well, now that he's discovered where I am, I better get going. But Jamie,
All right.
well, I will see you soon. Take it easy and happy birthday.
Okay, thank you, Cameron. Bye.
Take
Bye,
care,
Mr.
Cameron.
C.
Nice talking to you.
He's a cutie pie.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. I think you should party like it's 1982. Yeah, for reals.
82
I
is great.
should. I wish it was 1982. Boy, would I like to live my life over again. That'd be funny.
One
I
of
do a
my,
lot of things different.
One of my best years for horror, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
82
It's
and
so
82 is
77.
great.
82 and 77 are both just golden years for horror.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ginger Ninja.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Ninja.
We got Chicago Horror in here. Thank you.
So many
Happy
awesome
birthday to
people
me.
Yeah.
Hey, Dominic, how are you doing? Thanks.
Dominic.
Dominic.
Tuber chat. Tuber chat is my biggest secret. I keep it a secret. Tuber Chat is a great place to go and connect with people, guys. If you want to make friends on YouTube and you want to, connect with people that you can probably work with in the future and stuff like that, go to
Right.
Tuber Chat because they're really great over there and they're good at promoting people. So go check it out.
Mhm. Very true.
Sean, you should have the text with the link now.
Hey, Dan, thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you're going to pop on.
Hey, Dan. Yeah, hop on, Dan.
Oh, good. Thank you very much.
There's so many people. There's so many people I've never even seen before. You're so popular.
I've got 31 people in here.
I
That's
feel
the most.
so blessed to
Corey,
be on here.
how are you?
Hey, happy birthday.
Thank
Hey.
you.
Oh, Corey.
Yeah. So, you need to like pause everything.
Oh
Dang.
no! I was trying to remember. I was trying to remember where I was. I was just greeting everybody in the chat here and the 4K tent revival. Thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you for telling everybody to keep it clean in here because he did.
There you go.
That's
The
right.
nice
Don't you-
Jason. Thank you.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Jason, what's going
Hey,
on?
Jason.
Hey Sam, how you doing? Happy Nifty 50. I was saying I was Nifty 50 today, so that works out
That's
really
cool.
good. That's funny. Oh, we have a knock at the door.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Sean.
And it's Sean. Hi, Sean.
Welcome, Sean.
Hey,
Hey.
Sean.
How you
Hey,
doing?
how's it going? Happy birthday to you, Jamie.
Thank you. You're one of my biggest cheerleaders, and I love it.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, I remember it was like a month or two ago. You said when your birthday was, so I put it in my schedule.
That's awesome. I'm so glad. I'm really glad everybody can be here. If I start to clear my throat and stuff a lot, guys, I'm really sorry about that. But I've got this thing and it's squeezing me tonight and I'm having a little trouble with my voice. So, but
Oh,
yeah,
it's okay.
I'm,
It's
I
your
haven't,
birthday. You can do whatever you want. You
That's
can cough
right.
You can cough the rest of the
Yep.
stream away.
Oh, I wanted to show you guys another thing I got for my birthday. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before, but have you ever seen one of these before?
A Wonka
Oh
bar?
yeah.
Yes, but it's a special Wonka bar.
It has
Is it the
golden
golden
ticket.
ticket?
Cooler.
That is a special Wonka bar.
I've got a golden
Oh.
ticket.
Yes, I do. I'll be partaking of that over the weekend.
Awesome.
Nice.
Don't
I haven't
disappear
seen
at
one
the
of those in
factory.
a long time.
Right?
Yeah, I never saw one in my life until they legalized it here. And then first time I went over to the reservation, I'm like, oh my God, they have Wonka bars. And at first I thought it was just regular chocolate until I got home and I realized, oh my gosh, this is like not regular chocolate. It was good though.
That's cool.
Good evening,
Delicious.
all. First time on Jamie's live stream. Excited to celebrate this milestone with such an awesome lady. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have everybody here tonight. Hello, Mr. Dan.
Hey,
I love
Dan.
Mr. Dan. He's so awesome.
Thanks a lot.
Dan has an announcement to make too soon, but I'm not going to say
Ooh.
it for him.
Echo was the first person to wish me happy birthday.
Echo.
Hey, Echo.
Echo.
We got to count down last night. Me and Karen and Echo and Nanette. We got to count down by the seconds to my birthday.
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Cliff, you ready to fix my roof? Get that shirt off and come on. He's got to do it shirtless. That's the deal.
Oh, Cliff Booth.
That's right.
What's about
Get up there, Cliff.
You
Oh,
get
yeah.
that reference, right? That's
That is a great
that's-
movie.
Once Upon a
I
Time in
agree.
Hollywood.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that movie.
definitely a shirtless Cliff Booth on the roof. Definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
Only Tarantino movie I don't care for is The Hateful Eight.
Really,
Really?
I don't
Yeah,
think
never
that's
cared
so
for it.
bad. Really,
I don't think it's bad. It's just my least favorite. Jackie
Oh, wow.
Brown, I think, is a huge underdog. I love Jackie Brown.
yeah.
That movie's phenomenal.
That is one of his best movies, and he
Yeah.
actually has said that that's not part of his usual universe. It's a separate because he
Oh yeah,
made it from a book that was already written. So, but all
Yeah,
his other stuff
love
that's
it.
all in the same universe. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, Tarantino's just a legend at this point.
Thanks, Dave. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what we all been saying.
Hey, DJ. Thank you. I'll try to get through this fast, guys. Hey, John. How you doing today? I liked your art show. That was fun. Sorry you can't be on in person, but I hope. Well, that's okay, Dan. We'll see you another time. You can come on my stream anytime. You have an open invitation. Oh, that's you.
Sean. And Sean says
Yeah.
this from the past.
You got a long ways to go.
That's
Hey,
okay, Dave. We're in the 50 club now.
Yeah, right now you got 28 people in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. This is the most I've ever had in one stream, I think. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, everybody always comes out for anniversaries and birthdays. That's one thing that's for sure.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good
It's
money.
Yeah,
nice.
that's a very cool thing.
Yeah. Thanks, Philip. Thank you very much.
My boy Phil. My
Hey,
boy
Jim. Hey, Jim. How you doing?
So many great people in this community we got.
Jamie should do a cover of Bengal song now. Oh my gosh. I don't think so.
Peer pressure. I'll grab a guitar. I'll play it. You sing it. Oh.
Maybe later. Maybe if I go have a couple shots.
There you go.
Let's see. Phil, how you doing, Phil? Phil's creepy videos is awesome. I love that channel. He always does really fun live streams too.
Mm-hmm.
Russell, I think I already said hi to him, but happy birthday, Russell, or happy birthday, Jamie. Sorry, I was partaking earlier. Sorry.
It's your birthday, it's my birthday.
I went for a hike in the woods today, and one of the things that we like to do when we hike in the woods, is bring a little treat.
I was smoking, and that killed me when you everything that just happened. I was dying, coughing, laughing. That was funny.
Hey guys, Coop the comedian, you guys got to check out his channel too. He plays a lot of gaming streams, and he's super funny. He's always laughing at himself, which I love, and he's super
like
cool.
me.
Hey Coop, thanks for coming in.
What's up, Coop?
Hey Nathan, thank you very much.
Nathan.
Steven, how you doing today? Yes, definitely keep doing your thing and channel going. I am trying. It'll get better once I start I haven't told anybody about this stuff yet, and I didn't really want to bring it up tonight, but I will tell you real quick, okay?
Ooh, secrets.
In July, I'm getting a biopsy on my thyroid. And then after they make sure that there's no cancer in there, I'm going to have it completely removed because I'm choking on my food, and that's just not fun. And it's making it difficult for me to eat and enjoy myself and have a good quality of life. So I'm just going to have it completely removed. I already have to take a pill, a medication for my entire life anyway. So really just having it out is not really going to do much except have to take a bigger dose of it. So I think it's just better that I just get it out. And then they said that eventually my singing voice will come back. So
that sounds great.
Well, that's good.
That's the silver lining, guys, is that once I get that out, the strain that's on my vocal cords will go away. Right. And I will be able to sing freely again and hopefully get my falsetto back and be able to entertain you people a lot more because I won't be as shy. So,
nice. If you need any support through any of that, everybody's here for you.
I appreciate that because it is really, really scary. I am scared a little bit, but I'm trying not to think about it too much because it's still going to be a long way off the down.
We always think of the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And it usually 99% of the time doesn't turn out that worst case scenario.
Yeah,
Right.
Very true.
Yeah, hopefully that
Okay.
works out for you, Jamie.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you guys. I appreciate it. Dominic's trying to get on my good side.
Dominic.
What's up, Dom?
Thank you so much, guys. Gypsy, hey, how you doing? I love Gypsy. Me and
He's
Gypsy
tough.
been friends ever since the Twin Peaks days. So Gypsy's a cool person. And Gypsy mods my chat. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. Thanks, Chicago. How you doing? Thank you very
All
much.
of the city of Chicago are all saying hi.
Guys, we got the general in here.
Hey,
Oh,
The
Val.
general.
Hey, Val.
She's
Hey,
here.
Val.
She's here to keep things straight.
That's right. You keep everything in check.
That's right.
We don't call you the general for no reason.
No. Oh my gosh, this thing just jumped. Hey, Kirsten. How you doing? Hopefully, I don't know if you'll be able to pop on or not, but hopefully you can. Hopefully you and Larry can pop on. That'd be cool. I'd enjoy that. Oh, there. Thanks, Larry.
Hey.
Thanks.
Hey, Larry.
Oh, good. That's awesome. That's great. Let's see. I'm trying to get to the bottom, but everybody's saying hi.
Did I do that all the time? Just make up jingles and shit, like to myself, and then laugh at how stupid they are.
Uh-huh.
All
Buddy, this is Steak Sauce. Off the Grill
Hey,
podcast,
what's up,
guys.
Steak?
He needs more subs. You guys need to get over there and sub to this channel.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
Definitely
seriously one of the most awesome people in the world, and I love that guy. So get over there and subscribe to Off the Grill podcast, please. I would love that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I co-sign that statement.
Yeah, and he has a freaking awesome logo.
Yeah,
I love his logo. His
I do
T-shirt
like
is
it.
awesome. I just got that T-shirt in the mail, so I was gonna wear it tonight, but I changed my mind and wore Alice in Wonderland stuff instead.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. Nice.
Thanks, Sebastian. Okay. Framing and Focus. Hey guys, here's
Yes,
another channel I'm gonna promote right now. This guy, he is awesome. His documentaries that he makes are legit and they're good, and I sometimes voice them. So
Oh, nice.
Nice.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. He's a really interesting person. He's got a lot of really interesting takes on a lot of really interesting subjects. I helped him out with 2 of them so far, and I'm hoping to help him out with more because I really enjoy doing the voiceovers for his stuff. The American Psycho one is really good, so
Okay,
check
cool.
that one out. Yeah,
Sweet.
Nice.
he's super cool. I do play video games. I play lots of video games. Lately I've been playing Stray, but it's making me sad. So I had to stop. I love cats so much. And this cat in this game looks exactly like my cat Butters. And because the cat has to go through so many difficult trials throughout the game, I start to feel sad. And
Question: Did you name him Butters because of the South Park character by chance?
no, his name is Butterscotch.
Because that's all that'll remind me of. And
Yeah, I
Butters'
know.
last name is Stotch.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just had to ask that.
It is. It's not because of that show, even though that does work for it. It's
Yeah.
because of the fact that he is like an orange. He's orange and he looks like the color of butterscotch. So I
That
named
makes
him
sense.
Butterscotch.
I had a cat named
Nice.
Dolphin, and he was gray and white. So I get what you're saying.
Dolphin? That's
Dolphin.
awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to confuse him, like species-wise, and be a cat, but your name is Dolphin. See what would come out of it.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't think he was too confused. He knew he was a cat the whole time.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Coming up on 50 likes.
Oh,
Hey,
hell yeah.
Woohoo.
Scratch and Pete, he's
Congrats.
cool too. He
Yeah,
does
Scratch and Pete's
scratch
is
tickets.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah. He does really awesome scratch ticket shows.
I see Juno 2000's
Yes.
here. Wes, I am the
Rob.
Ice Lord, and Rob
Hi,
over
Wes.
at Rob's Vintage Video.
All
That's
great
awesome.
people.
I'm sorry I'm behind. I'm slow.
That's okay.
Take your time.
Hi, Exorcist Reviews.
Another great channel.
Hey, Baron Vaughn.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's when you were telling me I'm really behind then.
Yeah, you got like a whole bunch to go down. Actually, not like too bad. Actually,
What do I think of a Five Nights at Freddy's movie? I don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's at all. But that's not gonna say I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a bad movie. It might be a fun movie and I might end up enjoying it, but it's not a game that I play. It's not really my kind of game. I like stuff
Alright.
that's more like Silent Hill and
I love Silent Hill.
Psychonauts. Psychonauts is like literally one of my favorite games of all time. Alice, Madness Returns, American McGee's Alice. Those are good games. I like those a lot. But that one I have never played. So, but I might like a movie if it's got a good plot.
It looks like the movie's going to be fun.
It does. It does look like it's going to be fun. Hey Jamie, what's your favorite film of the 70s? My favorite film of the 70s. I got to think about this for a second.
Talk about put her on the spot.
It's a long decade too. I don't know how to pick. I'm gonna have to say Star Wars because even though I saw Jaws before I saw Star Wars is really the reason why I'm a movie fan the way that I am today. Because if I would have never gone to the theater, been sitting in that seat, and at 5 seeing that huge presence, Darth Vader just coming into the screen, there's all this white and he's this big huge presence that just bursts in. It's like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I was hooked. That was it. So I gotta say it was Star Wars for sure.
Yeah, I feel the same way, honestly. If it wasn't for the Star Wars franchise, I probably wouldn't be as big of a fan as cinema and movies in general without that franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to skip out of high school to watch it on pay-per-view.
Yeah?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I was a
That's
huge
awesome.
fan, yeah.
That's how I feel about Halloween. John Carpenter. If I never saw that at 6 years old, then I would not be a horror fanatic, film fanatic like I am today.
I think Halloween is probably one of the most influential movies on almost everybody in this community. It really, sure. I think really a lot of us got our start with that one and Friday the 13th hooking us all in. So absolutely. Yeah, I totally get it.
A thing I noticed too among a lot of us hardcore horror fans is that we all start typically very young, between 4 and 8 years old-ish.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the common thread is with that, but it's interesting nonetheless because I hear that all the time with people I talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, it was a mom that encouraged my love of art and music and literature and movies. And literally she wanted me to, or she encouraged all my love of all the arts. So, and at a young age, because she saw that I was interested.
Yeah.
And for me, it probably started out in fairy tales, Grimm's fairy tales and stuff, her reading that stuff to me. So I don't know. I kind of think that's where it started for me. And she always was really lax and easygoing about the stuff that I would watch because I was calm about it. And I understood that it wasn't real. So.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she might have, if I was all scared and stuff, it would have gone totally different,
No, for sure. That's one thing. It's like, well, my daughter's 9 now, and I'm trying to figure out what's like the right time and what movie to get her into horror a little bit. It's hard, man. It's hard, thinking, especially because then I feel like a hypocrite. It's like, you go watching Halloween or Friday at 6, 7 years old and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like, but then when it's your kid, it's different.
It's different.
You know what I mean? It's like I got to think about it, man. Maybe some Goosebumps episodes or something.
Surprisingly, my child is not into movies at all. He doesn't care at all. Now, when he was littler, he did get more into movies. He's a huge Star Wars fan. He has all kinds of Star Wars toys and memorabilia and stuff like that. But he never really got into like horror movies or anything like that. And I watched them around him. He never seemed to care, but he just doesn't get into it. Now he makes fun of me because I like it. So, but yeah, I wanted to get him into movies. When he was 3, he got up in the middle of the night and I heard the TV on and I was like, what the heck is happening here? So I get up and I walk into the living room and he's standing there watching Lawnmower Man. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Hilarious.
And he's like, well, I'm awake now. And I said, yeah, but you can't get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not time to get up. It isn't even daylight outside. He's like, well, can I see the end? And I'm like, no, you can't see the end. You have to go back to bed. It
I
was
wonder
so
if he
funny.
ever saw the rest of that movie, or if he wondered the rest of his life now to this day what happens at the end of that movie.
He probably did see it eventually. Yeah, he probably eventually saw it because he does talk to me about some movies that he has watched online with his friends and stuff, but he's not into it like I am. He can't sit here and rattle off a bunch of like random information about some movie from 1975. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's me.
That's
what
like
if that one viewing though? Like, what if that one viewing of the Lawnmower Man would have did it for him?
It made him like Stephen King though. He ended up liking Stephen King, so he's read a lot of Stephen King books because of it, and he keeps buying me Stephen King books because of it. Probably because he wants to read them, but it was kind of sweet when he got his very first job. The first thing he did with his first paycheck was go out and buy me a Stephen King book, which I thought was so sweet.
That's nice.
Yeah, he knows how to give back. He's a good kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's 21. I can't really say he's a kid anymore.
Yeah, well, he's always your kid.
Yeah. What's my favorite movie from 1973? It's got to be The Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no competing with that movie. And I'm surprised I didn't say that was my favorite one from the 70s, but even with that one being one of my favorite movies of all time, Star Wars is still going to win out because of this absolute fascination that it created in my mind for movie magic, and that's really what inspired me. So,
speaking of a great year, when I was saying 77, like Suspiria was always up there as like in the top for that year. But for the first time, I just saw The Haunting of Julia or Full Circle. Like I'd always heard of it, never saw it until like a month ago. That movie's a masterpiece.
That's one of those movies that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen Haunting of Julia? That's a great movie, man.
It's
Mia Farrow.
Mia Farrow, yeah. My mom had me watch that when I was little. That was one of the movies. She said, "Hey, I want you to watch this movie because I think you're going to like it a lot." And I watched it and I loved it. Yeah,
it's terrifying. It's a really it's a head trip.
It's a psychological head movie. Yeah.
And I never liked Rosemary's Baby either. That's a classic that I just never liked. And Mia Farrow too, but she kills it in this, and the score is just absolutely phenomenal in that movie.
I can't believe you don't like Rosemary's Baby. Oh my gosh.
I know a few others and a few friends who feel the same way. It's just boring for me.
Wow, I love that movie so much.
I know it's a classic. I'll never say it's not made well or anything like that, but it's just not for me. Same with Scream, as we all know.
It was Echo. Thank you for doing that. I appreciated that. Thank you, Side Hustle. That's okay, Million. That's okay. Some people are coming late. Some people are coming early. And you have an open invitation anyway.
We got May Ann in here. Hey, May.
Hey.
Is she down at the bottom? I'll get there eventually, I promise.
We got Hobbs, too.
Oh, look at Holland. It's trying to get on my good side. You are slick. That is slick. Okay. A lot of people say that Kill Bill is his best film, and a lot of people, I would almost agree with that, but because I love Death Proof so much, and because I love Pulp Fiction so much, I can't say that Kill Bill is my favorite of his. but I do love Death Proof so much. I love that movie so much. It is
Inglourious.
such a good movie.
Inglourious Bastards is my favorite Tarantino film, right with
That's a
Pulp
good one
Fiction.
too.
I love Inglourious Bastards. Just so out there.
It
Just the whole
is.
It is.
rewritten history and everything, and the whole Italian scene, and just the whole Christoph Waltz's whole performance is
The violence
absolutely
level in that is
phenomenal in that
just
movie.
unbelievable. I love
Oh,
it.
so I know when he's drilling, Eli Roth is shooting Hitler in the face, and it's just like close up, bullets are drilling into it. It's fantastic. Awesome.
Sean's
Yeah,
in his dressing room or something. You see those lights there?
Nah, it's
He's
a
getting ready.
bathroom.
He's getting
Nah,
ready. He's getting ready for showtime.
he's going on. Break a leg. I ordered the script for It's Pat because Tarantino wrote a rewrite. Get the heck out of here.
Huh. That's interesting.
Oh my gosh. That has to be one of the worst SNL characters ever created. I'm sorry.
Aw.
Seriously. I don't know. I tried to like that character, but I just don't. Oh, but I'll tell you what, though. Today I am definitely feeling like Sally O'Malley. She's 50 years old. She kicks. She stretches. She kicks.
Man, I still love Jane Curtin. Jane Curtin was so great.
She was so funny.
Yeah.
She was, man, and just her on Third Rock from the Sun that was such a great show too. Like
Yeah.
her and what the hell's his name? Lithgow.
John
They had
Lithgow.
such a great
Yes.
chemistry together.
Yeah,
Him and Curtin.
they did.
I was
We need
just
one more
telling-
like.
I was just telling somebody the other day that they should watch The World According to Garp because number one, it's my favorite Robin Williams movie, but number two, it's got John Lithgow in it as a former football player who turns trans, which is fantastic. I love it. And Glenn Close is in it as his mom, is Garp's mom. It's if you've not seen The World According to Garp, you have to see it. It's just
I have
fantastic.
to rewatch that. I haven't seen that probably since it came out.
I love that movie. I love that movie so much.
I gotta rewatch it. Joe Bob Curtis.
Hi, Zombie. Thank you.
Hey, Zombie.
Oh,
Zombie.
there it is, 50 likes.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey.
Nice.
Your voice is so perfect, Jamie. Good luck with your operation. I'll be thinking of you, and I'm sure everyone else will also. Thank you so much.
Aw.
Thank you, Gypsy. I appreciate that. I really do. I do wish that you guys could have heard me before all this crushing was going on, because honestly, it's so frustrating. I feel like I lost a part of my soul when I stopped being able to sing. And I used to be one of those people who was annoying because I would sing in the car at every single song. I would know every word and I would sing along. Now I haven't sang in the car in about a decade. So it's been a weird transition.
I can't imagine. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I can't imagine. It's like if I couldn't use my hands and play guitar and other instruments.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
Right.
the same way. Like I'd lose part of my soul, man.
Yeah,
Right.
when you have a passion, it's
Oh,
hard
yeah.
to let it go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben. How you doing?
Hey, Ben, what's going on, buddy?
Ben's my butterfly buddy. I see him all over the place. He's a social butterfly like me. He's
Yeah,
in
he's great.
everywhere.
Yeah, he's great. I love
Yeah.
that.
So it looks like you managed to get some subscribers today.
I did?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
looks like
awesome.
you got at least 4. It looks like today.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you for subscribing, peoples. Jamie,
Yes,
did you get
thank
any
you.
movies on your birthday? I did not. I did not get any movies this year. I think my husband's afraid. I think my husband is afraid to buy anything because number one, he's not quite sure what we do have as opposed to what we don't.
Right.
And number two, because he's afraid that I'll go out and I'll spend money and he'll spend money on the same stuff. So I'm supposed to be not buying anything around my birthday time, but that doesn't usually go that way. So there will be some movies coming. It's just they
Nice.
weren't bought by they were bought by me and not my husband. But when I do get them in, I will have a little stream and show you all.
Cool.
I just ordered something from the Vinegar Syndrome sale. What was it? Some major. My mind went blank. I don't remember.
I do that.
Yeah, I
all
only ended up grabbing like 2 things from the sale.
Yeah, it was kind of a dry sale, but they did have that one thing, and I can't remember what it was, but I was like, oh yeah, I want that, and now I can't. My brain's just forgive me. Smoked too much today.
That's that.
You can never smoke too much.
No.
Well, I can. Hulk smash. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. Hey Wes, thanks for coming in.
Wes.
Hey, Wes.
What's up, buddy?
Hey Rob, thank you so much. I gotta stop waving at everybody. It looks so dorky. Thanks for the promo, Jamie. Get well soon. I will. And don't worry about that, dude. I'm going to promote you because I love your channel and I love your product. I think you do such a good job. I mean, he's so good at his editing. He's funny too. He's got a lot of comedy in it, and I just love that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really amazing to see all the birthday support in this chat.
Thank you guys. You're so awesome, all of you. I love you
really
all.
is.
I do. You guys keep me going.
Yes,
And
the whole
thank you,
community, we
Juno.
keep each other going. That's the amazing part.
Yeah.
It is true.
Everybody's
It is
saying
true.
hi. Hello, Blue Chicken.
I like red chicken.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd like blue chicken, but I definitely like pink chicken.
I tell you, you see blue chicken, you don't eat that chicken.
No, you don't.
One advice I can tell you right now.
So yesterday I went out to this to like a Tractor Supply, right? And they have all these little chicks in there, right? They have those incubators with all the little chickens in there. Well, there was this one little chicken running around in circles, screaming his head off, and a whole group of them chasing him around, pecking at him. And I was like, oh my God, that's terrible. They're picking on the little chicken. Why are they doing that? Why are they chasing this little chicken around? And Scott's like, that's just how it is. And I'm like, well, I want to take him home. I almost took that chicken home just because I wanted to save him.
But ultimately, you didn't. So we don't know what happened to him.
They were bully chickens. They were big bully chickens.
So you should have taken him and rescued him.
I should have. But I would bring him home, and then my bully cats
Oh, okay, that's worse.
would say dinner, and they would have a feast.
Chicken on cat worse.
Yeah.
Chicken on chicken. Yeah.
I can't
Big
literally bring
Billy
home
chicken.
cooked chicken without my cat sitting at my feet begging with one paw up. He looks like a dog when he does that. It's so funny. But he'll just sit next to me with a paw up. That and steak too. If I'm eating steak, he'll do that. Oh, somebody's at the door, guys.
Knock knock.
Hey guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's
Thank
good to
you.
see you guys.
Me too.
Yeah, we were just talking about my cats eating a chicken.
Oh, jeez.
Because
Yeah, topic switch quick here.
yeah. Yeah, because I wanted to rescue a bully chicken from Tractor Supply, but I decided not to because Scott said that my cats would eat it, and that's true. My cats would have eaten it. Okay. I can't believe Alice video games are not being made because what? I thought that American McGee was working on Alice Asylum right now. And I know he's been working on it for a long time, but man, I keep praying that it's going to actually come to fruition. And I really want an updated game because my Xbox no longer works. So I can't play Alice anymore. And it's depressing. I need to take my Xbox in, maybe get it fixed up or something, but I don't know.
I got lucky right when my PS4 was on the fritz is when the PS5 came out. I was lucky to be able to snag one. So I was like, all right, I avoided that shit. That's the only it's the only difference I don't like between Xbox. I have both. You can't stream right from Xbox to YouTube. You have to go through Twitch.
Yeah.
I like PS5 so much better. That's why I always use that to stream gaming.
Yeah, I'm a PlayStation person ever since day one because number one, because of Resident Evil, number two, because of Silent Hill. I still have my PS1. I've never gotten rid of it.
I don't know if I have mine. I don't think I do actually. No, I don't have any old systems. I used to just trade them in every time a new one came in.
Yeah,
I towards that.
I'm so like attached to my stupid machines. It's ridiculous. I don't want to get rid of it because it might be worth. I actually know it's worth a lot of money, so I won't.
Oh,
People
yeah.
have offered to pay me like $1,000 for it, and I'm like, no, I'm not selling it because I
Yeah,
actually
sit on
can
it,
use
sit
it,
on
and I do play the game still sometimes. So
Yeah, so there you
Well,
go.
as long as you use it, that's all that counts.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
guys,
really
we're
like
gonna have to get ready to get rolling out of here, man. But this was cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to peace out too. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep good last night at all.
Well, thanks for
could
coming.
not miss this at all. So
Thanks for coming, you guys. I know I was a little bit, I actually had more things planned, but unfortunately my plans went under because of unfortunate circumstances that I'm not going to talk about right now. But I had planned to do trivia and tiers tonight, but I never got a chance to look any of that stuff up. So I'll have to do it another time. But I'm so glad you guys came in and said hello and hung out with me for a little while. And it was really good to see you guys. And Night and Coriander, I love you guys. Justin, love you.
thank you. Love you too. I hope you have a great birthday. The rest of it, all right? Everybody else, Night, Karen,
Bye.
Sean, everybody.
Bye, GT. Bye, Night.
Bye.
Bye, Andrew.
See you guys later. Happy
Bye,
birthday,
guys.
Amy.
Take care, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going here too, but I just wanted to stop in, show my face, and say happy birthday to you, Jamie.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. And you know, you have an open invitation to come on anytime. If you
All
want.
right, yeah. I mean, I for some reason I had to turn on all the notifications lately because I don't get end notifications ever, so I always miss out on everything. But I just got to deal with the millions of notifications that come in now. So
Yeah.
But
YouTube.
But yeah, I'll keep that in mind for future streams on your channel.
Okay. And just let me know if you want to ever do something.
All right, take care, everyone. Have a happy birthday.
Everyone.
Bye. Thanks.
Later.
So, Kirsten, Larry, you guys going to see the movie tomorrow night, The Boogeyman?
So when I saw the trailer, I saw that there's like a lot of like kids being in danger, and I have a huge problem seeing movies where like things happen to children. I love horror movies, but like for some reason I just get like super anxious and stuff if someone doesn't watch it before me and tell me exactly what happens.
Right.
So yeah, I sent a message to Brandon to let me know if he thinks I can see it or not before I go in.
So, to be determined.
Yeah, we're not sure yet.
Yeah, it's I think it's a remake of one that was made, I don't know, in the early 2000s. I can't remember, the kid from Seventh Heaven was in it. Can't remember his name right now, but it was good. It was a good version of it, and it's a Stephen King story.
Yeah,
it's one of his short stories, and it's pretty good. And I've read it a couple times. I really enjoy it, and it is scary, and I think this one probably is going to end up being scarier than the other one that they put out before, just by watching the trailers. But I think it's going to be really good, and I'll watch anything if it's Stephen King. So I definitely plan on going. I plan on it. Yeah, I do plan to. I'm hoping that it'll be tomorrow night, but if not tomorrow night, it'll be Saturday. It's going to depend on what my husband has planned for me too. So he sometimes surprises me with things. So.
Aww. Nice.
You'll have to let us know what it's like.
I will. You know what? If I go to the movies tomorrow night or Saturday night, I will come right on here right after and tell you guys all about it. So.
Cool.
I'll tune into that.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear it first.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I just have a problem. Ever since I had my kid, I just can't.
Oh, no, I totally get it.
Totally fair. Yeah.
I had a hard time watching anything where a kid was in danger when I first had my son. It was absolutely horrific for me. But I got over that really quick.
You're lucky.
Yeah. I mean, once they get mouthy, you start thinking, you know. And definitely he started getting mouthy at about 11. It started to
Oh.
change. He's
Ours are
21 now.
10.
Mm.
We're almost there.
Yeah, you're almost there. It's coming. I don't know what it is about boys and mothers. Boys and mothers it's just that age they start fighting.
No, no.
Moms and daughters do too. Trust me. Yeah, mine's 14, so.
Yeah, me and my mom started fighting when I was about, I guess, 12. Yeah, so yeah. And we still don't get along very well. But that's all right. Yeah, so yeah, I'm probably going to go see that this weekend. I'm hoping that I'll be able to stream about it too. So
Yeah, that'll be fun.
yeah. Let's get back in the chat and see who else is in here. I know I'm not down to the bottom yet. Joe Bob Purdue hates. Whoa. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Birthday blessings. Thank you, Andrew or Andre. Oh boy. Now I'm really making a fool of myself here. Me too, Jamie. I saw Star Wars when I was 10. That was one of the first films that got me hooked on movies. Halloween was my first horror movie I saw in the theaters. 70s and 80s were awesome. They were awesome. I'll tell you what, I'd like to go back and redo it because I'll tell you what, I would do so many things different if I could relive the last 50 years. I would definitely change the way that I set my life up. I would have made some better decisions in school, and I would have definitely made some better decisions leaving school. And I may have actually went to Hollywood.
You still could.
I still could, but I'm old. So I
Young
don't think,
enough.
they consider me past my prime. I'm past it. So, but my niece is there right now, and I worry a lot about her because,
Right.
I don't like her being there by herself. But man, she is gorgeous, and she's modeling. So
Nice.
she's modeling and then doing hair on the side, which is her thing. So she seems to be doing okay, but I got people watching her out there. I'm not gonna let her not be watched. So yeah, she's a sweetheart. Actually, she's gotta be getting close to like 25 now. Oof, these kids grow too fast.
Yeah.
My kids started young too. I didn't get into horror till I was 8 though. Yeah. I just started really early. My parents, it was an accident. They did not mean for that to happen. They just thought that I was 3 and that I would fall asleep in the car during the first movie, and Jaws was coming on next. And I knew about Jaws because I saw the commercials and I waited. And my parents were like, crap, she's not going to sleep. And I said, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay watching it. I want to see it. And they're like, all right. Well, it gets to the part where, Clint is going down, sliding down into the shark's mouth, and they're trying to cover my eyes, and I'm going, hey, I want to see. And they're like, okay, all right. So they pull it, and I saw. And then right after, they turn around and they're like, are you okay? And I said, yeah. Why? And they're like, well, we thought you would get really scared of that. And I'm like, well, you told me everything in the movies was fake. So because at a 3-year-old, that's logical. So I was like, it's fake. So why would I be scared? So that's just how come I've never really, I can't think of any movies that really scare me except for maybe one. And that one is The Manitou. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen.
I have.
Oh,
I haven't even heard of it.
Yeah, that was back in, was it the 80s?
It was 70s. The 70s. It was the 70s.
My older cousin went and saw that at the theater, and I was younger, much younger, and described it to the family. We were visiting them in a different city, and I was so scared. I couldn't sleep that night, and I hadn't even seen the movie yet.
I'll tell you what, seeing that, I come out for water. I'm 5 years old. I come out for water just at the time where the little thing was popping out of the woman's back.
Right.
And I stopped dead in my tracks and went, ah! And my mom was like, oh my God. She thought it ruined me forever, but it didn't. It made me more curious.
Right.
So I ended up wanting to watch more horror movies after that, but I didn't want to see that one. because that one scared me to death. Uh-oh,
Yeah.
we have somebody at the door. Here we go.
Mr.
Hello.
C. Mr. C wanted to show you his killer clown mask.
Oh,
That
That's
is
so cool.
awesome.
So
That
go
is
shorty
so
back here.
awesome.
Look, they got who's that back
Cool.
there?
What?
Which killer clown is that? Do you know?
Sorry, I know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So we actually live about 10 minutes from where they filmed the movie, so we're gonna actually do a location thing with him in the mask.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, he's gonna be watching his cartoons in about a half hour, so I'm gonna pop back on in a half hour when he's busy. But
Okay.
he definitely wanted to show you his mask. So
That's so
Mr.
cool.
very cool.
Mr.
You need to
C.
see my Megatron mask too.
can you say say
Oh.
happy birthday again?
Happy birthday? And I'm gonna show the Megatron mask
Well,
too.
they don't know Megatron.
Yeah, but they need to
Yeah, we
see
do.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
do.
We have to see it.
All right.
Because Megatron,
All right. Just show
this
him.
guy.
This is
Oh,
this.
Cool.
So he dresses up as a skeleton pirate, and in his mind, he is the boss of the killer clowns. So when he goes into Spirit Halloween, he bosses everybody around.
Right on.
Yeah, and this Megatron from the Killer Clowns.
oh,
Oh, cool.
okay.
And I'm wearing Mr. Pressure.
Okay. All right. I think what it is his way of dealing with like the monsters. If he's the boss of them all, they're not scary to him.
That's genius.
Makes
To
sense.
be honest.
Very cool.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Did he see that cotton candy pod behind Kirsten there?
Mr. C, come here. Come here. No, come look at this. There's a killer clown thing over here. Look, they have the cotton candy.
Wow. And I'm
Wait,
going to
come here. No, come here. I want you to name who are the killer clowns. What are their names?
Sorty, Jumbo, and Spiky.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And you need to see
Good.
the Megatron.
Oh, he wants to show you his little city on a gold.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
and
love
it's,
it.
and it's from the Killer Clown.
All right.
I love
Yeah.
it.
All right.
You boss them around.
He
You
does.
tell them what for.
He does. He went to the whatever it was, the Son of Monster Palooza horror convention, and it walked right up to the killer clowns. They were there in costume, and he said, "You bowed to me." Oh, what's this? What's this one? Oh, sorry. He wants to show you a scarecrow from Batman.
Oh, I like it.
He's
I like
really into villains. He told his mom he doesn't like pretty things, only monsters.
Be careful, because that's what
Yeah,
Alex
I
said to
like
me.
him.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna pop back in a half hour when he's busy, so we won't get distracted.
Okay, bye.
So cute.
Yeah, the
Oh
kids
my
are-
gosh, that was adorable.
I think
love
I'm
that
gonna
little guy.
take off too, Jamie. I'm gonna go do a lay down. I think if I was feeling better, I'd stay on longer for sure.
That's
but
okay. I know that you're not feeling good tonight,
Yeah.
so I get it. I get it.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yay.
Bye.
Congratulations. Bye, bye, guys.
Bye.
We'll have to go soon to start dinner because it's
That-
gonna be almost 6 over here.
Yeah.
That's fine. Don't worry about it, guys, because I totally can handle this by myself too.
Yeah.
So
We'll still be doing listening, though.
Yeah, I'll have it all while I'm cooking.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. Mr. C is such a doll. I love that little guy.
Yeah,
He's
he's
so
awesome.
cute. You should have seen it. Cameron took him to a Twin Peaks convention, and he got to meet a whole bunch of the stars, and they were just absolutely in love with him. Sherilyn Fenn was just kissing up on him and took him right out of his arms and everything. I was like, I'm so jealous because you can use that kid to get all that attention. That is not fair.
They will get all the attention.
We always hear about that, like stars will let the people with kids come to the front of the line
Yeah.
during meet and
Yeah.
greet and stuff like that. So we
Yeah.
always talk about whenever we go, we got to bring the kids.
That's
Oh,
yeah. See, I never got that because Alex grew up too quickly for me to. When he was little, I wasn't doing stuff like this at all. So he never got to experience any of that. Now that he's older, he might want to go with me, maybe. But so far, I can't convince him. He's like waiting for us to take a trip to Vegas. That's all he cares about. He's like, I want to go to Vegas.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
That is fun.
yeah. He's a
Now we're
good kid.
taking mine to the Halloween, the 45th anniversary in Pasadena.
That's
So we're taking
awesome.
My son to that.
That's awesome. I bet you he's going to love it. It's good to get them used to that kind of stuff, I think, and expose them to some of that stuff, because otherwise they get too scared and too timid. And then they end up like my cousin, who doesn't watch anything or have any fun. No gore in their life, you know.
Yeah, her boy's he's not scared at all. You can try to like walk in with a Michael mask and try to scare him, and he'll just smile and come up and give you a hug.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, I thought I was going to be scared at Scarefest last year, because there's a reason I never have gone to Disney World, and that is because I am terrified of people in costumes. Like if they have their head covered, I am just absolutely, I don't want to go near them. I'm afraid. But it seems to me that's only in amusement parks, because I went to Scarefest and I wasn't scared of one person dressed up in a cosplay at all. I actually wanted to take pictures with them and hug them. So yeah, I hugged Michael Myers. That was like the highlight of my trip. Oh, and I got to pet this wolf. Oh my gosh. If you guys ever go to a convention and you see this lady there with the wolf, definitely go up and pay the $5 to pet the wolf, because it was so worth it. That dog, it's not even a dog, but I keep calling it a dog. It licked my face. It liked me a lot. And I was like, I want to take it home. And she said that normally the wolf is really friendly, but not that friendly. So I was like, oh, it likes me. I want to take it home. Yeah. So if you guys ever see that there, definitely spend the $5 to do that, because it was worth it. Yeah. It was definitely fun. I'm looking forward to Scarefest this year. I found out today, I didn't even realize this until today, but Danielle Harris has the same birthday as me. So today is her birthday too, and she's 46 today. And when I meet her at Scarefest, I'm going to say, we share a birthday.
Yeah,
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
really cool to share that with her.
Cool.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman, I think, is his birthday today too, and Marilyn Monroe.
Oh wow!
Yeah, nice. But she's no longer here, so
yeah, that's cool birthday then.
Yeah,
share that.
Yeah.
My kid's outside the door, so I'm probably gonna have to go start making dinner.
Okay.
Get it going. But happy birthday. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate that. I hope we can do some more stuff together.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good.
Okay,
Right,
see ya.
Bye.
Okay, chat people. I'm back. I'm sorry that I get so behind, but it is kind of hard when you're doing all these things at once. You're trying to talk to people in the chat and you're trying to talk to people on here at the same time. And it gets a little difficult, but let me get back in here so I can see if I can catch up to you guys. I'm sure I'm way behind now. Hey, man. Hi. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everybody's saying hi to you. Happy birth, child. Thanks, Jay. How you doing? Hope you're good. The Exorcist is one of the scariest films of all time, and nothing can beat that powerful classic film. Absolutely, 100%. One of my favoriteest movies of all time. All time. Hey, Hobbs. How are you? It's good that you came in. Happy to see ya. Sorry I'm getting to you so late. What horror movie that scared me more? I'm not scared of a whole lot. I don't particularly enjoy certain things. Like, I'm not a big gore fan. Like, I don't think that movies for the sake of gore are worth it, are worth my time. I know that everybody likes Terrifier and Terrifier 2, but I watched Terrifier the first time when it first came out, and it seemed to me like it was so mean-spirited and just gore for the sake of gore, and I just couldn't. I don't know. I guess I'm not a big fan of it. And I know a lot of people are going to think this is controversial, but I also don't think art is that scary or that good of a antagonist, to be honest. I mean, sure, he's scary to look at and he's gross to look at, and that's part of the appeal. But I don't know. I don't know. He just doesn't scare me. He just doesn't do it for me, guys. He doesn't do it for me. So, hey, Joe Bob, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's been a while. Thank you. Thank you. I love that movie, Death Proof. I don't think it gets enough credit. I mean, I think that the fact that, one, he's got this foot fetish, which grosses me out. That is icky and disturbing and bleh, yuck. Two, he has a fetish for killing women with his car, which is absolutely one of the weirdest plot points I've ever heard in my life, but also genius. And three, it's got that weird guy from The Water Boy with the funny eye in it, you know, and it's sort of just out of place. So it's like weird every time I see it, and it's amusing. There's so many weird, like little weird things in there that they're so amusing. Planet Terror is good too, don't get me wrong. I really like all of Grindhouse, but just Death Proof, just watching it just tickles me pink. And just listening to Kurt Russell screaming at the end because he got shot, you know, screaming like pardon my French, but a little biatch. It's so funny. I love it. It's great. And plus, you know, I got my bat, you know, and there's a reason I like my bat. I want to hit something with it, you know. So watching him get hit a whole bunch of times was thrilling for me. Is that violent? Am I violent? I think it's a little violent. Yeah, it's a good one, Hobbs. It's a really good one. This is so weird to be on this chair where my feet can't touch the floor. And I keep on like trying to adjust myself to be comfortable, and I just can't get comfortable in it. And everything is at a different angle. It's so weird. I want to like this new chair. Amen, Jamie. Pat is a weirdo character. Yes. It's Pat. That has to be one of the worst movies that's silent. Oh my God. Saturday Night Live has ever made. Ever. Am I looking? Is this, are we talking about Tarantino here? I'm looking forward to whatever he's making. I know he said he's going to not make movies much anymore. That he's only going to do one more. Is this his last one that he's going to do? Or am I wrong? I don't think I could do the It's Pat laugh. I can't even remember what it sounds like, to be honest. It's been way too long. The World According to Garp, Happy Sigh. That's a good way to, that's a good reaction to it. It's a great movie. And there's so many good Robin Williams movies out there. But no matter what he's put out, that one still remained in my number one spot, even though Dead Poet Society almost knocked it out. But that's my number 2 favorite. And then I guess my number 3 would have to be What Dreams May Come, because that movie is just stunning. It blew my mind. The story is outstanding, and I love the love between the two of them. And I love the idea that, you know, you reincarnate so you can be together again. It's fascinating and it's lovely. And I don't know, touches my heart. I watched It's Pat's last, I can't talk. I watched It's Pat last night for research because sociologist Camille Paglia makes a cameo for literally 2 seconds and slight her for my video on cults. And I thought it would be a funny aside. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. You're doing a video on cults? What cults? This is interesting. Can you please write to me and tell me what this is about? I really want to know. I can't wait to see it. That's exciting. So that's why I know so much about It's Pat. I get it. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you for knowing about It's Pat. I won't judge you. What is my favorite song to sing? Oh gosh, this is a tough one. There's so many. And they change. Well, I like singing anything that's Fleetwood Mac and that has Stevie Nicks as the front singer. Things like Landslide, Rhiannon. I can't remember the name of the rest of the songs because my brain went. But yeah, I like to sing that. I like to sing Olivia Newton-John. There was a time when I liked to sing like Debbie Gibson and stuff, but I don't like that so much anymore. That's a tough one. There's so many. And there probably is a difference between what I like to sing and what I actually sound good singing. Anything by Madonna, La Isla Bonita, Papa Don't Preach, Like a Prayer, Material Girl, Like a Virgin, all of those. They're all right in my range. And actually, a lot of people have said after hearing me sing the first time, they'll say, you should sing Papa Don't Preach. Because a lot of people think I have a good voice for that song. And I agree, I do. So I guess stuff a bit like that by Madonna. I don't know. I have a lot of favorites. Okay, so if you're asking me what I choose to sing when I go karaoke, it's usually I start out with doing something like Belinda Carlisle, I Get Weak. Sometimes I'll sing I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany. Sometimes I do True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. Gosh, there's been so many. I don't know. It's a wide range. It's a wide range of stuff, but I think I have a specific kind of voice, which makes it hard for me to sing anything that's not in my wheelhouse. You know, like I could never do like Evanescence or something like that. Maybe someday if I worked at it really hard, but like, I don't think I could ever sing rock, you know, or something like that. I have more of a folk kind of voice, like a Sheryl Crow kind, you know. Tarantino's next movie is not about Pauline Kael. That was speculation. QT has revealed that the film's lead is a male, likely based on pornographer and film critic Bill Margold. Ooh, that's really intriguing. Is he going to do like a, maybe it's going to be like Boogie Nights, but Tarantino style. Thanks. Thank you, Joyful Julie. I appreciate that. Hello, Uncle Beer. Thank you very much. Should have brought me that chicken, Jamie. I got a whole bottle of hot sauce. That's so funny. Hi. Thank you. You got a PS7. It costs $9,002,000. Oh, that's major. You're so lucky. That's major. I have a PS1 too, but I'm an Xbox guy. You know, some people are, and I do have my Xbox 360. My son has a one. So we kind of like, I don't know, we mix it up in this house, but mostly my son keeps his Xbox stuff in his room. So do I have Steam for PC? I do. I did it one time. It isn't working right now for some reason. I think there's some kind of setting in my computer that needs to be fixed. Actually, I could use a whole new computer. So what I'm working on now is pretty thrown together. So PlayStation 2 was probably, of all consoles, probably one of the best consoles ever made in history, even though the ones we have now are more advanced. Still, think about the games from PlayStation 2 and what they look like, and they still look good to this day. There's so many PlayStation 2 games where the graphics look just as good today as they did back then. Like, look at Silent Hill 2 and 3. I know that a lot of people think they have wonky controls, but they were supposed to be that way. It was a purposeful design. And the fact that they're I don't know, just the look of them, the 3D look of them is just comparable to today's stuff, I think. Especially 3. It's the graphics in 3 are amazing. So do I have PT? I wish, but PT is not available anymore. They took that off as soon as Kojima decided not to go forward with it, which really stinks. Because you know what it looked like it was going to be. Silent Hills looked like it was going to be incredible, and the fact that Guillermo del Toro moved over to make that other game that I just don't even, I can't, how could he go from that to that? This is absolutely ridiculous. So, hey, Mikey, thanks. Thank you. When we did that Exorcist 2 watch party, I thought of an ideal birthday gift. American Cinematographer magazine, August 1977. The photography of The Exorcist 2, the haircut. Absolutely. Seriously, I'm a huge, that's what I do on the side is I take pictures. It's my hobby. Other than doing like YouTube and, playing video games, my other thing that I'm always doing is I'm outside with my camera. My camera literally goes everywhere with me that I go. And just in case, you never know when some kind of awesome opportunity is going to come along so that you can take a really great picture. And I get so mad if my camera's not with me and I miss one. So like today, if I wouldn't have had my camera with me in the woods, I would have missed this whole little bumblebee incident. Like there was this little bumble on the ground doing his little bumble work. And I got down there and I took some pictures. And then I turned on the camera and he started washing his face. So I got a video of this little bee washing his face, and it's so cute. It's adorable. I'm definitely going to be using that in my next video. Thank you. Thank you so much. Some info came out about it. Paul Schrader said Tarantino came to him and asked if he could recreate the ending of Rolling Thunder 77. Should be interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I like that thing behind them too. That was awesome. I want one of those big, those big cotton candy things now. Is that young Princess Leia in Boogeyman? I don't know. Which Boogeyman? Is that a different Boogeyman? Because I think there's another movie called Boogeyman that isn't related to this Stephen King stuff. So that might be. Oops, sorry. 402! How are you? I've missed you so much. How are you? Thank you so much for being here tonight. Turning 50 isn't easy, I'll tell you what. I'm feeling pretty stressed about it, even though I'm acting pretty happy. I woke up in a pretty decent mood, but to be honest, I'm like, what the heck is happening to me? I can't believe this, that I'm 50. And that's just, when I was 20 and I thought about 50, I was like, my God, that's old. You know, I thought that was like ancient. And now that I'm here, I'm like, wow, I thought it was going to feel a lot older. And I do in some ways, but not completely. What's your favorite films of all times? Ooh, that's tough. Some of them are going to be ones that people are definitely not going to agree with because, excuse me, sorry. I don't know. I guess Xanadu would be one of them. Amityville Horror 2, The Possession. Trying to think of movies that I will watch no matter what. If they're on, I'll turn to it. Friday the 13th, the original, which I watch probably 3 times a year without even turning to it. You know, I literally throw it in the player when I can. Blue Velvet, Mulholland Drive, anything by David Lynch. Almost all his movies, except for Inland Empire, are going to be winners with me. So I would cast Jamie and Karen in one of the movies I produce. Yeah, I'm ready, willing, and able. I don't have a lot of acting experience, but I think I can hold my own. I think I'd be good in a movie. And I love doing things like that. I love pretending, and yeah, definitely be a fun time. Hi, Casey. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it. My father did that for me with Halloween. He knew that I was going to spend my life in showbiz, and I needed to experience the dark side as well as the bright side, and that films were fiction. Yeah, it's my parents were musicians, and they encouraged music in me from the very beginning of my life. But they saw that I had an interest in more than just music, that I had an interest in movies, television, and books. And so they always encouraged it. They never, one thing that they did do though, that I wish they wouldn't have, is they kind of made it so that I definitely wasn't going to go to Hollywood, because they had told me that it would be so hard to make it, and you know, all of these things. And I get that. And who knows? I might have gone there and not made it. The thing is, how would I have ever known if I didn't try? And the fact that I didn't try has stuck with me for my entire life. And if I would have done something with myself in my 20s, my late teens and 20s, it would have been before I got sick, and my voice would have still been in good shape. And my body would have been in better shape, in good shape. Because I was only 98 pounds back then. And I just think that, you know, I think I actually could have done something with it. But unfortunately, I didn't. So, and I will always regret not going to find that out on my own and just listening to my parents, because there is a piece inside of me all the time that is nagging at me that I didn't do it. And I did start out, I was a model. I was modeling at 15. But I didn't enjoy modeling as much as I thought I would. It's not an easy business, and it's really judgmental, and they don't treat people very nicely. So I don't know. I guess the combination of that experience with my parents telling me all the time that, you know, it would be too hard for me to make it in Hollywood, just made it so that I didn't try, which stinks. But I'm sitting here on YouTube now, and I feel sort of satisfied in a similar way that I would have, because I'm exposing myself to things on here. So trying to do my entertaining for people on here and leave a little legacy. Otherwise, what would I be doing with my life right now? Probably not much, but being a wife and mom. So maybe I'd get a job down at the corner store or something. Yeah. Hey, Melissa, how are you doing? Sorry if I'm still really super behind. Hey, no problem, Karen. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I didn't have my crap together better. And next time I'll have some stuff we can do together as a group because I honestly didn't have the best week. And unforeseen events, my brother coming up from North Carolina being one of them, sort of stopped me from having time to do the things that I wanted to do to get ready for this. So I didn't have the trivia ready and I didn't have the other things I wanted to do ready. So, oh well, next time. Hey, Ashton, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you have a gift to share with me. I haven't checked it out yet. Where do I find it? Is it on Facebook or something? Yeah, a real wolf. It was fantastic. There's a video on it. There's a video of me doing that. I think I got a video of me doing it. It might only be pictures and a video, but there are some pictures of me on my channel with me petting that wolf, which was one of the most fantastic things I've ever done in my life. I share a birthday with John Candy and Peter Jackson, both born on Halloween. That's amazing. Your birthday's on Halloween. I'm so jealous. That is so cool. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much, Tori. I appreciate that. Last year was my first one and it was super fun and I really enjoyed myself and I hope to get to do it again. Hang on, guys. I have to go for 1 second and I will be right back. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had to go to the bathroom. It happens sometimes. And I wanted to take these headphones off as long as nobody's in here and I don't need to listen to anybody. I don't need to have them on because they kind of make me overheated. and it's kind of hot in here tonight. And you know, here's the thing, guys, beats are great if you want really good sound. Okay, beats are great, but comfort wise, I don't know. I don't think they're that comfortable. So if you guys are wanting to spend the money on them because you want really good sound, that's great. I say do it. But if you guys like your, comfort and you want something more comfortable, I don't think that Beats are necessarily the way to go. Now, maybe these ones in particular are less comfortable than other, models of them. It's possible, but I got these more for the sound because, man, music on these, oh my gosh. The first thing I did when I got these was listen to Pink Floyd The Wall, and it was fantastic. It sounded so good. I felt like the music was all around me. It was fantastic. So they're great if you want them for sound. They're just not that great for anything else. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, it's in Kentucky. Yeah. I got VIP tickets this year. I'm excited because I've never done anything VIP. So Scott was nice enough to splurge on the VIP tickets, and I'm going to get the swag and the T-shirts and the whole thing, which is exciting. And I'm going to document it all on film. So I'll be making a little documentary about my experience at Scarefest this year, and it'll be a lot better than last year. I'm going to be able to concentrate a lot more. Last year, there was so many different things going on, and I was spending a lot of time worrying about finding, the guys from Region Free and stuff. So I was really flaky about trying to make videos. And this year, though, it's not going to be that bad. I'll be able to do it. Yeah, gore is like big gore. I'm just not into it. The gorier it is, and if it's just for the sake of gore, I don't mind gore if it's got some substance to it. But if it's just for the sake of gore, I'm just not into it. This thing is so weird how it jumps around and stuff. No way, heck, you were 50. Seriously, you looking? Thank you. The camera probably does me a favor, by smoothing me out a little bit. But yeah, I'm 50. I was born in 1973. That's true. I really am 50. And I don't know. I guess I just taken really good care of my skin. Don't pull at your skin, ladies. Don't pull at it. You just pat it dry. Don't pull at it. Don't use harsh chemicals, and use really good moisturizers. That's pretty much all I do. So sorry, I got to go now. Going to eat. Bye, all. Bye. Have a good meal. Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. I really love Patch Adams. I know people criticize it, but I think it's very kind and heartwarming. It is. It's one of his better movies. It's been a long time since I saw that one, but I remember liking that one quite a bit and thinking it was really funny. But even still, when it comes to some of his other, put it up against some of his other stuff, it's still probably only in my top 10 of his. He's just done so many really good movies. Like, how about 1 Hour Photo? I mean, holy moly. Who knew that he could play such a weird character and play it so well? So creepy and scary and with such depth. He was just awesome. He was just awesome. Okay, I gotta knock at the door. So hang on 1 second.
I'm back.
What's up, Cam? Hey.
I'm back.
Yeah, everybody had to go.
Mr. C is currently watching the new animated Gremlins show that's on HBO Max or Max, whatever. It's pretty good.
He like it?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
It's made by Joe Dante, so it's Gremlins.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check into it. Seems like a good show.
Yeah. So what's been going on your birthday stream?
Everybody had to go. there was going to be, I sent a ton of invitations out, but a lot of people have come in saying that they couldn't come today. So, which is fine. I kind of expected it. And I'd planned on being on for a long time, but this week got really messed up for me, and I didn't end up planning out the things I wanted to plan out, which was I wanted to do some trivia and I wanted to do a tier list, but stuff took my time. My brother showed up out of nowhere. So when he doesn't tell me he's coming, I'm like, hello. And I end up having to spend 2 days with him that I did not plan. So
your room is super cool and awesome. Is anything you're going to add to it this year?
Yeah, when I go to Scarefest, I'm going to get more stuff for the walls. I'm going to look harder this year for Twin Peaks stuff, because I didn't see a lot of Twin Peaks related stuff last year, but I didn't check hard enough in the poster department to see if I could find a good, Twin Peaks poster. So I'm going to do that.
There's some good ones on Etsy right now.
Are there?
Yeah,
I should check.
I'll send you some people.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's that plan. And then I can't remember what it was. Scott and I were just talking about something else the other day that I was going to put up on the wall. And now I've forgotten.
I've been greatly enjoying watching people's movie room tours. I've watched almost all of them on YouTube, and I'm like, come on, there has to, like, you would think that there should be one a day going up because of the amount of YouTubers, and there's not.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, like, because some people's rooms are really cool.
Yeah.
And then some people, I'm like, you need a lot of work. And so I'm just like, I just can't wait. One of these days I'll be able to not have my collection and my stuff spread across 3 rooms in a garage. Like, I want one, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Christian, I think Christian's room is really, really cool.
Well, he's doing the whole house now, right? I mean,
his whole house is like a museum to it. It's so funny. But that room that he set up when he first got those shelves and they all fell down.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they all collapsed. Like the first ones he got all collapsed. I've never seen anybody so mad. He was so mad. I would have been absolutely upset too if I spent a whole day putting them all in there like that, and then the whole thing just collapsed on me.
Well, I remember my wife and I, before we were married, we were just hanging out here, and I had like one of my shelves out in the living room, and it literally just, nothing hit it, but it just went forward with everything on it.
Yeah.
Like my heart stopped when I seen that many box sets just hit the floor.
I know. I would freak out. I would completely freak out. Right now, all of my stuff is still in boxes because we're still working on my house. We're still remodeling it, and Scott hasn't built me my shelving unit yet for the movies. But I've been trying to clean out my bookshelves. See, on this side of the room, which you guys can't see, this is like a big built-in desk to the wall. And then there's 2 bookshelves, one on this side and one on this side. And basically right now they're just filled with like my books, Stephen King books, and there's my cookbooks are up there, and my
when are we gonna get your room tour?
Soon, because that's what I was just gonna say, is that I'm planning on taking all of these things out of here and putting my movies in here now. Okay. So when I put the movies in, I'm gonna do a total room tour, because there's a lot of stuff that you can't really see over here too, that I think people will be interested in. Like right there, all those Funkos, that's all of Seinfeld right there. And then the ones above here, those are Twin Peaks. Mm-hmm. And then I've got some more over here. I got Sam, and then I've got Leslie Knope, and I've got Pam from The Office over there. And there's a whole bunch of stuff on the walls too that I've never shown anybody. Now that I have a higher chair, you can kind of see just the bottom of my Camp Crystal Lake sign up there. I have a Camp Crystal Lake sign on the wall up there. And I'm going to be adding, like I said, more to the walls. And when I do, I'll probably do a whole room tour once I get all this stuff out and put the movies in, and then get the stuff from Scarefest. So it probably won't be for a while, but it'll be soon. Also, I'm going to...
Well, since you're in New York, you should go on over to Sleepy Hollow and get some stuff from over there.
Oh my gosh, that's a 6-hour drive.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. It is a long drive to get over there. I did want to go there because I saw Grim Life Collective go to Sleepy Hollow, and I fell in love with it because Jessica was running through the leaves and kicking them.
They're literally everywhere.
I know.
And I think what it is, honestly, is I think they go to like one state, do a bunch of stuff, and then they just drop stuff as they finish editing it. I don't think they're hopping from West Coast to East Coast because they're traveling.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Right, because I think whatever one they edit, that's the one that drops.
Right.
Because nobody. I mean, I once talked to the guy Scott on tape, and he said he shoots like 15 in a row, and then just whenever because like I'm thinking nobody could travel that much. Like they're in Oregon over here, they're at the Scream House over here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like
that Scream House video he put up was awesome. I loved that every minute of that one.
And then there's another channel, Dead Meat, who did a tour of it as well. And
I saw that.
That's, I mean, it's whoever owns that house, they've kept it in immaculate condition because it looks exactly the same. You know?
It does, and you know what? It looks. I heard that when they filmed 5, it wasn't actually in the house; that it was in a studio.
Yeah.
But if you look at the house, it looks exactly the same. So it's weird. The same color paint and everything. I thought, wow, it seems weird that they didn't actually film it in the house. It seems like they would have, with all of the details being so exact.
Right. And you would think also because it's a private house on a private road that they would have allowed Scream 5. My wife's dad lives 5 minutes from this, from the town where they shot Scream 1.
Oh.
Right. So if you just go downtown, there's the police station, there's the fountain, there's the school, there's that, and they never went back to that town to shoot any of the other films like Scream 4. So that's up in Northern California, up by Napa, and Scream 4 was filmed in Georgia, even though it's supposed to be the same town.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
Never.
I mean, they did find a town that's close proximity, like looks wise, but they're in Georgia.
Right.
So.
Wow. Yeah. I wish that something was filming closer to me. Like nothing ever films around me anymore, except for A Quiet Place 2 filmed around me there when it was filming. But that's it. Like I never get a chance to go do any of that fun stuff. I want to really bad. I told Scott, I said, if you're serious about, becoming RV people, then my plan is not just to be RV people, but I want to make videos of filming locations and things across the country, because I can't just sit there and just be RV people.
So like whenever my wife and I go on a trip, she wants to go for a variety of reasons, but I always make sure that it's close to something of a movie so I can say I've been to that location.
Yeah.
So yeah. One of the places we're going to go eventually this year is she wants to go to Glacier National Park, which is up in Montana, but that's also the road that the Volkswagen is traveling to get to the hotel in The Shining, like through the mountains over that, where you go through the mountains, through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Right. That's the road to the hotel in The Shining. Not the hotel is not there, but just that road.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. I would get a drone and try to film myself going up the road. Right. Oh my gosh.
There's cliffs there that have no barriers,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's terrifying.
Right.
I'll tell you what, when I was a little kid, I went to Whiteface Mountain in New York. I don't know if you know what Whiteface Mountain is, but it's like the biggest mountain in this state. And it's the only snow-capped mountain in the state. Well, my dad decided that we were going to drive up the road rather than stop down and go on the trail to get up there. And it was the most terrifying. I was 3 years old, and I can remember this clear as a day because I was so scared that we were going to go off of the edge. It looked like we were right on it the whole time. Sure. And my dad's got the truck with a trailer behind us because we were camping. It was this big, long camping.
And if that trailer goes over, you're going over.
Yeah. My stepmom was freaking out. She's like, oh my God. She couldn't wait till we got to the top. I couldn't wait till we got to the top. And when we did finally get to the top, it was such a relief getting out. And then we were like, we don't want to get back in the truck to go down. But going down seemed easier.
Sure.
and took less time.
Sure.
So, but yeah, that is a scary mountain. That is so... I would love to go up that mountain now and do like a little reenactment of because there's tunnels and stuff too, so it looks almost the same. So I would like to do a little reenactment of that. I'm trying to get Scott to get me a drone. I want to get a GoPro and then put on the drone.
GoPros are cool. I mean, they you have to remember you have to shoot dead center because it's a fisheye lens.
Yes, I've noticed that.
So if you shoot on the side, everybody gets stretched out. But if you shoot dead center, you're good.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was watching, I don't know if you've ever watched The Carpetbagger before. I love that guy, Jacob the Carpetbagger. He goes on all kinds of little jaunts all over and takes you to different amusement parks and stuff around the country and different roadside attractions. And he's got one of those. And I noticed when I was watching his video yesterday that it had a fisheye lens. I never noticed that before until just yesterday.
So I used the GoPro for a few shots of Queen of Hearts, and so like it made the Black Lodge really stretched out with right. And then when she's running through the woods, it stretches out the woods to make it much more bigger and like it's enrapturing her. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So.
Guys, if you don't know this already, Cameron here has made a Twin Peaks fan film called Queen of Hearts, and it's fantastic. You can either watch it all at once in a 4-hour movie, or you can spread it out in parts, which, either way works good. Because the way he released it was in the parts, and I swear that worked out so well. It was almost like having a new show. I really liked it. And I have a tiny little part in it. It's not me, it's my voice, but it's me. So go check that out. It is me.
It is definitely you. And you can definitely tell it's you.
Yes. I could tell the difference between me and the other person. Scott could too. He's like,
do you know who the other person is?
No.
So her name is Carly, and she's actually another horror YouTuber. And she does podcasts. It's called the Slumber Party Massacre podcast. And then she has her own YouTube channel. I think it's just look up Carly Horror. I'm sure it will come up. Anyway, she reminds me a lot of you. And so I figured like having the two of you together doing it, I thought would be really cool. And it worked because your voices really complemented each other.
Yeah, I thought it worked out really good. You could tell that there was two of us, that we weren't the same, and it worked out really good. And I also really like the concept there of, these entities being in the lodge and being so excited that Cooper walks in. I really love that concept. It was brilliant. It was genius.
It kind of dawned on me that like, wouldn't it be really cool if there was like a hierarchy that we still hadn't seen, that there was. Yeah. Right. It's like, like when you watch Alien, and then when you watch Aliens and they introduce the concept of the queen, it's like, ooh, I didn't know about that. Right. Well, what if there was something above, the
queen?
That was overseeing everything. Yeah. Let's see. One of the people in the chat are asking for the channel. So Queen of Hearts is on the YouTube channel, Annie Blackburn, but my YouTube channel is called Obnoxious and Anonymous.
Yes. So. And both channels are really good, but Annie Blackburn is where you can see the movie. Right. But if you want to see Cameron's awesome movie collection and all his awesome interviews, you need to go to Obnoxious and Anonymous, because I'll tell you what, I've been watching that channel for like 7 years, and he has done some fantastic interviews. The Jen Lynch interview I've watched like 5 times. I love it so much. So
that was the first one I ever did.
I love that interview. I think she is the coolest person on the planet. I would love to talk to her. She's so cool.
She definitely is. I actually caught her at the right time because, now she's directing all kinds of stuff, Walking Dead, and But at that time, she hadn't made the transition to television yet, so she was waiting for this film that she was making to get off the ground, and so
was that when she was making Severance?
No, it was after. But she was waiting to make this movie that was going to star her dad and like a bunch of other people, and I remember talking to her about that on camera. But then she, her career took off. I mean, she's directed things from The New Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
In fact, she even directed an episode, I think, called Fire Walk with Me, which is really interesting.
Oh, I love that. That's so cool. What a good correlation.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they just said, we got to give it to her, right?
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, she's done some American Horror Story too. And I really liked her episodes of American Horror Story. I thought they were pretty good.
Oh yeah.
She's awesome.
Definitely.
What's your favorite Madonna music video, Jamie? I really like Open Your Heart, but I've got a real soft spot for Hung Up and Sorry. I love Hung Up. And but my favorite music video of Madonna's is Like a Prayer.
The one that got banned.
Yeah. It's the one that got banned, and that's ironic, but it is my favorite one because to me it's the one that's got the most what's the word I'm looking for? Plot to it, you know. A lot like Papa Don't Preach has plot, but it's pretty average, and you know, most of her other videos are just focusing on her doing dancing and stuff. But
yeah, but come on, Material Girls is classic.
Oh, I love Material Girl. Yeah, that's a good
and
one.
even the tie-in with Desperately Seeking Susan, Get Into the Groove is like really fun.
Yeah.
And La Isla Bonita is pretty good.
Yes, I love that song.
Yeah. So there's some good stuff. Yeah. She's, she was, you can see how Britney Spears was like patterning herself after Madonna and not Debbie Gibson.
Right. Yes.
And then it culminated into them kissing in like one of the music videos.
at that VMA Awards, I will never forget that because I was trying to figure out, I could tell what was happening. You know, Madonna comes out in the black tux and the other two, Christina and Britney, come out in the bride's outfit. So I'm like, okay, so they're basically showing that she's passing off the torch. You know, she's passing off the torch of being the queen of pop to the others. And but I wasn't expecting a kiss. That blew my mind.
I maybe I wasn't expecting it, but I should have expected it. I mean, it's Madonna, it's the VMAs, you know.
Yeah. Well, Justin Timberlake's face was like, ooh, he looked angry.
Let me tell you something about Justin Timberlake. So he goes to see Britney's movie Crossroads. Remember that movie Crossroads?
Yes, I do.
So that was the summer where it was Crossroads, Britney Spears movie, and then Mandy Moore was coming out with A Walk to Remember.
Oh, I love that movie too.
And so there was this whole battle. Who was going to win? Mandy Moore ended up winning in terms of the box office, right? Because it was the tearjerker. It was the Nicholas Sparks movie before The Notebook.
Right.
Right. But Justin Timberlake went to see Crossroads with Britney. And apparently at the premiere, he turned to her after it was over and said, "You call that a movie?"
Oh, that's so rude. Oh my gosh.
And yet, if you look at the cast of Crossroads, I mean, first of all, her two friends are Taryn Manning, who was in Hustle and Flow. And
I love that movie.
And
too.
Zoe Saldana is her other friend, who, of course, is in Guardians of the Galaxy, Avatar, Star Trek. Right?
Yeah, she's a huge star now.
Justin Long plays her ex-boyfriend. Dan Aykroyd's in it. Kim Cattrall plays her mother. You know? I mean, it's a pretty big cast for that movie. Is it the greatest movie? No. Is it a bad movie? No.
It's not a bad movie, but everybody ripped it apart. And I don't think that's fair to Britney. I just felt so bad for her because I watched that movie quite often. Every time I saw it on, I turned to it because it's music and it's enjoyable. It's not, it might be kind of bubblegum and goofy, but what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that every once in a while. I don't think.
I don't think it's a bad movie. But then her nemesis, Christina Aguilera, Burlesque is really good.
I love Burlesque. That is such an underrated movie.
Absolutely.
I was just thinking about that movie the other day because I saw I was watching a reaction video to Twilight, right? And it's got the one guy is also in Burlesque. So it just for some reason it clicked in my head and I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot about Burlesque. I need to buy that because I really love that movie. That's what it was. That's what I picked up. Showgirls.
The 4K?
Yes. Yes. Because I remember I was trying to remember what it was, and I was like, I know it was important. It was an important movie to me. And then, Showgirls. That was it.
So you're one of the few people I know who actually, like myself, like Showgirls unironically.
Yeah.
Like I went to see the movie twice in the theater. I knew it was like silly or whatever like that, but now there's this whole revision. It's like, oh, you got to watch it as a camp classic. No, I watched it as a Paul Verhoeven movie in the mid '90s when it came out.
Yeah.
You know, and like I didn't sit there and be like, wow, this movie's really campy. I was like, this is interesting.
I thought it was, well, for me, it was like, I didn't see it as, I mean, yeah, it's campy, but I saw it as like super fun. It was fun. And even though she did like, obviously Elizabeth Berkley is completely over the top and completely off the mark, but that's okay because I thought it gave the character charm.
Well, especially when she turns into like a ninja assassin towards the end.
Oh, I love that. That's the
Right.
best part of the whole movie when she puts on them seriously awesome boots and she kicks the crap out of that guy. I love it.
Right.
It's great.
So it's like the whole movie feels like it's directed in that tone. Like she is some sort of like Kill Bill, you know what I mean? Before
Yeah.
Kill Bill, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not fair either, because if it would have been the fact that if it weren't for the fact that she overdid her part so much and there wasn't that pool scene, I think that movie could have done a lot better.
Would you say though, is that really her fault, or is it the way she was directed? I mean, Verhoeven made her do that.
Did he tell her flop around like a dead fish in the water?
He you know what? After doing RoboCop, Total Recall, Basic Instinct, he could have stopped her, right?
Yeah.
And said, don't do that. He obviously said, give it to me.
I gotta know. I want to know what the heck Kyle MacLachlan was thinking as she was doing that shit.
He hurt his back.
Oh my God.
So
I'm not
here's
surprised.
the funny thing. So he hurt his back during that scene, and that is why rumors, okay, allegedly, this is why in Twin Peaks in season 3, all his sex scenes, he's on the bottom and the women are on top because his back hurts.
That makes a lot of sense. That's really funny.
Yeah. So I want Ashton to know there actually is a sequel to Showgirls. It's called Showgirls 2: Pennies from Heaven.
I heard it. There was a sequel. I've never seen it.
And it's written and directed by the woman who plays Penny in Showgirls, the new girl at the club. She was also in Mulholland Drive.
Penny, was she the one that got pregnant?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So there actually is a 3-hour Showgirls 2.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Hatchet Boys. I got some people. I just want to get back to saying hello and thanking people for a second. Hey, Jonathan. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you. I shouldn't wave every time because it makes me look like a total nerd, and I hate that I do it, but it's like a habit. Oh, they're just saying hi to each other. That is so awesome, Jamie, that you love photography. I do too. I have a blog dedicated to photography. Oh, I didn't know that. It inspires me to watch for opportunities to go photograph random beautiful moments around me. Me too. I'm going to be making a whole little thing about Lucille Ball, so keep your eyes open for that. I wanted to take pictures the other day, but my brother.
You're a big Lucille Ball fan?
I am. I'm a huge Lucille Ball fan, and the fact that they brought her body back here to be buried is really special. And I can't wait to go to the cemetery, not only because I want to show everybody her grave, but because I want to show everybody how absolutely beautiful this old cemetery in my town is. It's the most beautiful cemetery that I've ever seen, and I've been in a lot of them. I have this thing about cemeteries. I just love cemeteries for some reason. But I've also watched a lot of videos about them, and a lot of them are flat with a lot of open space. This one is not flat, not a lot of open space. It's a lot of trees, a lot of brush, a lot of flowers, a lot of walkways, beautiful statues. I mean, it's absolutely one of the most gorgeous places I've ever been to. And I really want to show that. I really want to show that to people.
She made a movie in my town.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it's called Yours, Mine, and Ours, where it's like...
Oh, yeah, I know that movie.
It takes place in this town called Pacific Grove, which is where I grew up, which is about 15 minutes from me. And then they also filmed it here as well. So
I forgot she was in the original Yours, Mine, and Ours. Because they remade that, right?
I think so, yeah.
With Dennis Quaid?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And Rene Russo, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got that confused with Cheaper by the Dozen.
So. Oh, you know what? That's an easy confusion, though, because they are so alike, those two movies. I'll still pursue it. As long as my voice does come back and everything works out fine, I will definitely continue to sing. I just wish I could right now without it hurting so much. That's the only reason that I really wanted to do this. Otherwise, I I would never stand for somebody to cut into my body, but I want my voice back. I want the pain to stop, and I think it's important. I want a better quality of life. So wife and mom is the most important job you can do. Yeah, they say so.
Listen, I love being a parent, but I gotta tell you, there are times where you just go, I just want like a quiet night again. Yeah.
I know. I wish for that. And Alex is fully grown now, but he's still in my house. So he still acts like, I still have to tell him, hey, go do this, clean your room, wash this dish. And it doesn't really seem like he's, grown. And I don't know. I hope I get my freedom one day. But
well, I have a literal 5-year-old running through the house, so it's like
I know you have a long time coming. You know what though? This is the fun times. Just cherish them, because I'll tell you what.
I do. It's just that this is why all my videos that I do now are all pre-recorded and uploaded, because to go live with a 5-year-old, like he will crash into the videos and just take over the camera.
I love that though. He's so cute. He's adorable. Hey, James. Thank you. Actually, James was the first person to tell me happy birthday today, because he was the first person to say it on my Facebook page.
Well, because he got the news 8 hours ahead of everybody else. Everybody else was asleep.
Yeah, that's true. I forget. Hey, Denisha. Thank you. I want to go there too, but those people are just not very nice.
You got to be careful, because even just going down the street, they'll call the cops on you, even if you stop and take a picture. Yeah,
those people are really like, especially not even just the people that own the house, but like the whole neighborhood. They just don't like it.
And to be honest, they've changed the windows and everything. They've changed the whole. You might as well just go find the house they use in the movie than the real house.
Right. I mean, they even changed the address. It's not even Ocean Avenue anymore. It's like whatever the other side street is. So, Hey, Jeff, thank you. Thank you so much. Trying to keep up with this chat is like completely crazy.
I really miss having like a live active chat. Those were always the best times.
Yeah, this is the most people I've ever had in my chat ever. And probably this is the most people I've ever had come into a stream ever was today. So,
well, I mean, 1, it's your birthday, but 2, you rarely do streams anymore. So when people see you live, they want to come in.
Yeah, and that makes me happy and excited. I am in New York, Melissa. I'm in Western New York, and I'm hiding amongst the Amish. They hide me well. Oh, really? Oh, I'm so jealous. That place is so cool. I wanted to go there really bad.
Mr. C really wants to go because there's a guy that rides a horse as the Headless Horseman through the cemetery.
Yes, I saw that because I saw Grim Life went through the haunt there, and it was so fantastic. And I was like, I really want to go to that someday.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get Scott to take.
You got to do the whole thing. You got to do Sleepy Hollow. Then you got to head over to Salem, Massachusetts. You got to hit that whole.
Yeah, Salem is another one. Yes, I want to do all of those. I just got to get Scott to take his 5 weeks vacation like all at once, and we get like an RV and take off for a month.
There's that town called Texarkana, right?
Yeah,
and Piz has been there, and it's it's between Texas and Arkansas, but it's where the town that dreaded sundown.
Sundown, yeah.
Right. But every summer they play the movie on a big screen in the park where some of the people died.
That's really morbid.
It is morbid,
but I love it though.
But it seems like something I want to go to.
Yeah, me too. We are morbid.
Well, I guess because it was like 90 years ago. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, and it really interests me that they never caught the person. They never found out who did that, and that's kind of scary. And that's such a good movie too. It's been a while since I saw that.
Both of them are pretty good. Even the remake was pretty decent.
I didn't see the remake yet. I'm gonna have to check that out too.
So it's about people who go to that area to go watch the movie in the park, and then there's a copycat that's taking out the fans of the original movie.
That's what the remake's about?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I definitely want to see that. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
You live in Poughkeepsie. Oh man. Have you ever seen the Poughkeepsie tapes? That stuff's scary.
So that's how you pronounce it? Poughkeepsie?
Yeah.
All right. Gene Hackman, the French Connection, calls it Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, Poughkeepsie. That's, I don't know. Maybe I might have a Western New York accent thrown in there. I don't know how they talk over there. JT, come back and say it for me.
That's his catchphrase in the French Connection. You like to pick your feet in Poughkeepsie?
Poughkeepsie. Yeah. Jamie with a drone. Those could be fun videos. Yes, they could be. I would definitely like a drone. Maybe someday. That might be my next birthday. I'm going to keep hounding Scott for a year. Thanks, Denisha. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's come here tonight. I'm sorry I'm so behind in the chat. I'm probably super behind. But every time I come on here, I get super behind in the chat. That's why the last time I was on for 4 hours because I wanted to make sure not to miss anything. I didn't want to miss anybody's comments, you know.
You're the Bruce Campbell of YouTubers.
Yeah.
I once talked to him at a convention, and he was one of the few people who not just signed the obligatory seats, but everybody that wanted. And he said to me, this is how I have fans, 30 years, 40 years later, is because I give them all autographs. He also, by giving everybody an autograph, his autograph isn't worth as much so that they won't be scalping,
Right. He is my holy grail. He is my holy grail of all people that I want to meet in this world. He is my holy grail. I love him. I know it's probably Ash that I love, but I don't care.
You'll love Bruce Campbell, the person, and you will never be disappointed when you do get to meet him.
Oh, I can't. I got to find out when he's going to be at someplace close to me so I can go. Because I just really love that guy. I would love to have Jen Lynch and I direct the Twin Peaks fanfic I'm writing. I forgot you were writing that.
She finished.
I still want to read it. Yeah, I want to read it. I just haven't had a chance to ask her. I wanted to check it out. Scott Ryan is producing my fanfic called The Fist of Butter Chicken.
Jesus. Is that going to be screened in Dallas?
It's funny that he just said that because Scott was out one night and he was at the store and he found butter chicken and he brought it home and he's like, I'm going to taste this. And he likes it now. It's hilarious. I don't like it. I won't eat it. Hey, Orc. Yes, 50 is a big milestone. Here's to 50 more. Oh, cool. No, do I want to live 50 more? I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I want to be 100.
You could always freeze yourself and come back, in 100 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll be like Idiocracy. I'll wake up. I'll be the smartest person in the universe. Excuse me. Crossroads was a poor reboot of the British TV soap set in a motel in the Midlands. I am planning a new script of it combined with Twin Peaks ideas to be directed by me and Spielberg.
Are you going to have Audrey Horne singing along to Shania Twain at one point?
Yeah. That's funny. I'd watch that. I would.
Maybe he's talking about the Crossroads movie with Ralph Macchio from the 80s.
Oh my God, I forgot about that movie. That movie's fantastic. I haven't seen that in ages. Steve Vai was in that, right? He does a whole thing at the end.
You know what movie does not have a DVD or a Blu-ray, and I cannot believe it?
What?
Do you remember the movie Light of Day with Michael J. Fox and Joan Jett?
Yes.
Yeah. Just completely erased from history.
Oh my gosh, how could they erase that? That was a great movie. And it's probably the only movie Joan Jett ever did, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God, that's such a good movie. I like all music movies. If it's got music in it, I'm probably going to say I love it.
Oh, did you like Satisfaction with Justine Bateman?
100%. I bring that up all the time.
Where's that Blu-ray?
I don't know, but I'd like one because I was just thinking about that the other day, and I told somebody, have you ever seen the movie Satisfaction? It's got Justine Bateman. It's got Julia Roberts in it. It's got Scott Coffey. That's his name, right? Scott Coffey. And it's so good. And it's got Liam Neeson, and Liam Neeson is not being a hero.
So before Scott Coffey became, one of David Lynch's go-to guys, he was one of my favorites from a movie from the 80s called Shag with Phoebe Cates, Bridget Fonda, and Annabeth Gish. Remember that movie, Shag?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Oh, that is so definitely. Satisfaction is a movie I've seen hundreds of times, and probably one of the few times Liam Neeson has, played something other than a man who, has a particular set of skills.
Well, it was before he went into his mentor role.
Right. Ironically, love it. Hey, thanks, Brooke. I appreciate that.
You know all these people, Jamie, or are they just people who watch your channel?
Actually, a lot of these people are people that I have met on other channels. They're people that are in chats a lot that I tend to frequent, and I've just had discussions with them, and they've seen me kick butt at trivia. People get a little nervous when the trivia starts coming out, and I start, I'm there because I tend to throw out the
what kind of trivia?
All movie trivia.
Okay.
All movie. If it's movie or music, I'm gonna know a lot. It's just, and certain movies I'll know a lot.
Okay. Here's the thing. All right, let me try it one.
Okay.
Without Google or anything, right? 1991, Julia Roberts movie, directed by, oh my goodness, what the heck is his name? Now I'm going. Well, let's say it's co-starred Campbell Scott.
Sleeping with the Enemy?
Try again.
I'm trying to think of Julia Roberts movies that came out in 91. Nope, I'm stumped on this one.
Dying Young.
That's right. I forgot she was even in that.
I know, right? So I'm just saying.
I haven't seen that in forever.
We need to do like a full-on movie trivia, like you and I, like just because we have to like pull out the the little crumbs that people don't even remember.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. That one, you stumped me. The only person on the planet that could probably stump me is you. Otherwise, maybe Lauren might be able to stump me, but you definitely can stump me because you know a lot. I actually look up to you because you know so much about other movies that I won't even know about. But some of these people in here are think I'm like the guru of movie trivia. It's funny. I do tend to rattle off the answers, but a lot of them are, horror movies that I've seen hundreds of thousands of times.
Right. Absolutely. I want to make sure that I am correct in this one though. Let me see.
I was always curious if Kyle gasmed during the lap dance and the pool sex scene. Me too, but I didn't think he did. I figured he was probably completely freaked out.
All right. I wanted to make sure I was correct. I'm correct. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Name me the 3 movies that Keanu Reeves made in 1991.
1991. Okay. Okay, so the surfing movie. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, okay. Point Break.
Okay, Point Break. Mm-hmm. Parenthood? Where was that?
No, 89.
Oh, okay. That was still 80s. Okay, so not Parenthood. 91.
Melissa says Speed. No, that's 94. And he's not going to do Speed and Point Break in the same year. So,
My Own Private Idaho.
correct. That's number 2.
Okay.
You can do this. You can do this.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. No, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Correct. You got him.
I do it. I did it. I did it. I do it.
That's
I
tough.
got it.
That's
Got
tough
it.
because most people would not remember My Own Private Idaho.
Oh, are you kidding me? That movie is such a weird movie. How can people seriously, people, if you haven't seen My Own Private Idaho, you need to get your butts in gear and get that movie and watch it because it will blow your mind. It is completely whacked out. It's one of the wackiest, most craziest movies I've ever seen in my life. River Phoenix is fantastic in it. Keanu Reeves is fantastic in it. Oh, it's got some strange language. It's definitely a must see, I think. And I really love the fact that it's named. Is it named after that song? My Own Private Idaho by why is my brain going blank? Love Shack people, the Love Shack guys.
The
Love Shack.
B-52s?
Yes. Have you ever heard that song, My Own Private Idaho?
No, they probably did the soundtrack.
This is a 70s song.
Oh, okay. Well then,
if you have not heard the song My Own Private Idaho, it kicks Rock Lobster's butt.
well, I just found out the other day that Coppola's first film, Dementia 13, which is like a horror film. There's a scene in it where a woman's talking to this guy and she repeats like, I don't know, a third of the lyrics to Tom Petty's American Girl, like before, like 40 years before the song came out. So
That's insane.
So obviously Petty was a fan.
Yeah, really. Somebody's at the door. Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Jamie. Happy birthday.
Thanks. Cameron, this is Kyle. Kyle,
Nice to meet
this is
you.
Cameron.
Nice to meet you, man.
I like your background.
Oh, yeah.
You would love my room. You would love my room.
Oh, you should do a room tour too.
I
think I will.
Yeah, please do because I'm running out of them to watch on YouTube. I'm now rewatching the same ones over and over.
Well, if you go on my channel, I have my room on my channel, so I have a whole tour on my channel.
What's your channel?
That sounded scary.
What is it?
That sounded scary.
That sounded scary. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Original name.
Hey, MJ. How you doing? Melissa, are you in Jamestown? Get the heck out of here.
Hey, Melissa.
You aren't. Tell me seriously. Let's go. Let's do coffee.
Jamie, are you excited about Winona Ryder coming back for Beetlejuice 2?
Heck yes.
Did you see the picture of her on set?
I did. I cannot wait.
Never happened.
I cannot wait. I'm excited that she's going to be part of it.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So while he's gone, sweetheart, what have you been talking about for the past 2 hours?
Well, we did have a few people come in. We had Knight come on. We had Karen here.
Nice.
We had Kirsten and Larry still stop by. Basically, well, Cameron and I have just been talking a lot of Twin Peaks because that's what happens when Cameron and I get together. We start talking about David Lynch and Twin Peaks. But yeah, basically I talked about, what I got for my birthday and what I've been doing all day and what I've been doing lately. And yeah, basically it's pretty much just been, and a lot of it is me trying to address the chat and keep up with it, but I can't keep up with it. So it's going so fast.
That's why I haven't gone live yet, because I don't know how to keep up with the chat and stuff. I mod for like 3-4 channels, but still, I guess being live and trying to do the chat at the same time, it's just you only got two hands, you know.
Right. And when I'm here by myself, it's kind of sometimes a little bit easier because then I can just focus on the chat, you know, and I can go comment to comment to comment. But when there's other people on the show and you kind of got to talk to everybody, it makes it difficult. I don't know how freaking Knight does it. He's amazing.
Or Brandon. Brandon's pretty good. I like
Brandon
hearing.
keeps up really well.
I don't know how the hell he does that.
I don't either. I don't know.
And he's fast. He'd be reading his script like fast.
Yeah,
Like,
really.
he'd be speaking in cursive. He'd be speaking so fast.
Hi, Chris C. Thank you.
So, Jimmy, well, I got you right quick. What did you think of Halloween Ends? I never got to hear your voiced opinion about it.
Oh, okay. So I love Halloween Ends. I think Halloween Ends is probably one of the best ones in the series. I think Corey Cunningham is the best character ever in the series. He is the most complex character ever in the series. I love the complex storyline. I love the way that David Gordon Green is trying to show how trauma affects groups, how it affects the group mentality, and the town, right? And how it affects how that can affect the actual victims and re-victimize people, which I really love that aspect of the whole thing. I know a lot of people are really not into it. They're really angry about it and everything, but I don't feel that way because I actually think that their actual point is to show exactly how bad trauma can get when it comes to a community and how that can ruin people's lives and how it can run people's lives, you know. And it also kind of shows you a little bit on how to get through it and how to get over it, because obviously Laurie Strode, who'd been through hell and back more than once, you know,
understatement of the year,
right? She comes back from it, and you know, is doing her thing and celebrating Halloween again. And I actually think that that's what reinvigorated her strength. So when Michael did finally come at the end, she was able to fight him off.
She was ready.
Yeah. And we're talking about Halloween Ends.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, at the end of Halloween Kills, the extended cut, it's completely set up that we're about to like go down for a showdown. And then like next thing I see her, she's like making cookies in a kitchen or something. You know, it's like
4 years later.
Yeah.
But if you think of it like this, in my opinion, Halloween Ends was beautifully shot. It had amazing actors and actresses. To me, it was like a love letter to the franchise. Seriously, you've probably heard that dozens of times. But if you watch Halloween Ends as a standalone film and not part of the trilogy, you will fall in love with that movie. Your ideas and your opinions will change about it. Forget that it's part of a trilogy. Watch it as a standalone film, and it's perfect.
Yeah,
I think they should have had that the opening of Halloween Ends be at the beginning of Halloween Kills, right? And then so you introduce that and then move on with your story and then bring him back in the third film as that changed guy. And then
either that or have Cameron been Corey. You know what I'm saying? If we had Cameron as Corey, that probably would have made it a little bit better. But all in all, it's a 9.5 out of 10 for me. I'm sorry. I understand why it split the fans, because Michael Myers is only in it for 9 minutes. I mean, he was in the first one for 8 minutes. Hello. So 1 minute difference. I mean, yeah, he was old and decrepit. I mean, granted, my hero, I didn't like the way he looked. He's right there. I didn't like to see him all geriatric and grandpa and stuff, but you have to think about it. The mob kicked his ass. He went hobbled up in the sewer, so infection came in. Like he knew it, and he knew he was going down. So he crawled in there like a dog to die. He killed at least maybe 4 or 5 people within those 4 years of the time jump. Because if you read the book, you understand like he does kill more people throughout the time jump.
Yeah, I
It's
kind
like
of picked.
4 or
I kind
5.
of. I kind of picked that up, even though I haven't read it. I did kind of pick up on that, um, mostly because of what the bum outside was saying. You know, he kind of made it seem to me like, you know, he'd been witnessing things, you know,
Yeah, the
over
old
time.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. See, he says that he takes people in there from time and from now and now. Why do you let you live? So when Corey was in there, and it's a deleted scene, he's climbing up the ladder and he falls. When he falls into like a little pit that has skeletons everywhere. That's all the dead bodies that Michael had killed in the
yeah.
4 years that he was missing. So
Oh
why didn't he go full strength? I don't know. I don't think it's a transference of evil. I don't
no,
think that at all. I think it woke something up inside of Corey. That is it. That is
yeah.
it.
I never saw it as a transference either. I always thought it was more like a recognition of one person
Like
in
I see
another.
what you've been through. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I see it literally.
Because Lori even said, I saw evil in his eyes. And then when they show that, I know a lot of people, I guess maybe it makes it easier to think of it as a transference, but it kind of is, but I see it more, the better word is recognition. Because
Yes, that's the perfect word for it. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. I
He
think that,
recognized something in Corey that he saw in himself when he was Corey's age.
right,
I think.
right.
And all
And
that flashbacks that we saw, that is not what's going through Corey's head. That is just for us, the audience, to see.
right.
That is not so. Corey is not seeing all those flashbacks. Same with Lori at the end. That's just for us, the audience, to see that that's what Michael is seeing and Corey is thinking of.
Right, right. Yeah, and a lot of people were angry about Michael getting put in the grinder, but I'm not,
I'm not,
because
baby. Oh,
I'm
bring
not,
on the
because
nachos.
yeah, because for me, since I have seen all of the Halloween movies come out in real time, I'm tired. I'm tired of it. And I if they keep on making more and more and more movies with Michael, it almost ends up meaning nothing. It's like, why hold on to a character for the sake of the character? What about the actual story?
The
Stories
story
end,
itself.
you know?
It's just like with Saw franchise. They shouldn't have killed Jigsaw in Saw 3. But now every single movie is like a prequel to the last one. So
Well, I
they
don't.
should have killed off their best characters.
Saw is probably one of my favorite franchises, and I don't like calling it that. I'm going to call it series, but it is because of that
Ooh,
reason.
I like that. Yes.
Because of that reason, because the fact that they were able to show the story out of order and still it worked so well, and it really does. If you've watched them enough times like I have, over and over and over again,
Yeah.
you do put the story together, and it is brilliant. It really is brilliant. It's like on David Lynch level brilliant. It really is. I really have a lot of respect for the guys that make the Saw movies, and you know, I know they're continuing and they're trying to make more of them, and I'm not going to
Bring it
support it
on.
for sure until I see it. If I see it and I like it, that's great. I will give it a chance. But, you know, Saw might be getting towards its ending, I think, now.
Yeah, I think Saw X should be the final one. I was 13 when the first Saw came out. I was born in 1990. So, I mean, Saw, Michael Myers, Jason, Ghostface, everything back there. Like, I grew up with that. Even Goosebumps. Goosebumps was the horror for kids back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my brothers that had Goosebumps. I was reading Sweet Valley High books.
Well, there was Goosebumps, and then there was Are You Afraid of the Dark? It was like those two simultaneous.
And
yeah.
there was Animorphs. Animorphs. And I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark. They rebooted that, actually. I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah. Even the Goosebumps movie they made with Jack Black was like really good. Like Mr. C loved it.
Hey, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. That's okay. I'm probably super behind, and you've probably already gotten home like 10 times by now. So, but who's this? David. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we all know who this is.
Yeah, so
David.
I'm mad I put that up there. I couldn't see it. That's why I did that.
It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah,
that person also has a couple different accounts in the chat right now. So
I've erased a few things in the last 10 minutes. Thanks, MJ.
Let's talk for a minute. So, what was your favorite gift so far?
Well,
Aside from
okay.
the hiking trip you took.
Yeah. My favorite gift is probably I got an Alex Zanani bracelet. I got a new one. My nephews picked it out for me, and it's really cute. It has all these butterflies all over it and little crystals, and I just love that. I love when they pick stuff out for me because they really spend a lot of time and effort into trying to put a lot of thought into the gifts they get for me, and I just absolutely love that. They also gave me a jar of pennies.
A jar of what?
Of pennies.
Oh my god, that is cute.
Yeah.
I have a niece and nephew too, so I mean I understand. They're 4 and 3, but
Yeah.
I can't wait for them to get older.
They know that I collect coins, so they gave me the jar of pennies to go through and find treasure, is what they said. Yeah.
Did you find any old pennies that were actually worth something?
I haven't gone through that jar yet, but I have in other jars. I've found quite a few. I found an Indian head penny in my basement. It was the weirdest thing.
An Indian head penny?
That's
Yeah.
usually how like an episode of the Friday the 13th TV series began, Jamie.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you find something in your basement, all of a sudden you got something following you, and you see shadows in the corners.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I shouldn't have touched this.
Oh.
Well, Jamie, happy birthday. I got to get going.
Okay.
I'm 3 hours behind you, so everybody's still up over here. So
Oh, I know. I know.
It's very nice meeting you. I'm going to check out your channel, and thanks everybody in the chat for being so wonderful. And Jamie,
Nice
take care.
meeting
Happy
you,
birthday. All right, man.
Bye, Cameron.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah. What was I talking about? Forgot.
We're talking about everything, anything and everything, but you can change the subject if you want because I lost my train of thought. So.
Oh, we were talking about my nephews giving me the pennies. Oh, I collect coins. Yeah, I collect coins, and so they know that. So they thought it was funny because I had this humongous, like a pretzel, those pretzel things that the pretzel rods come in, the big jugs. I filled that full of pennies one time, and when I went through
that must have weighed a lot.
It did. It weighed a lot, and I actually picked it up. I was shocked. It really weighed a lot. I have literally $500 worth of change sitting over here. That's all rolled up and ready to go back to the bank because it's taking me.
You, girl, you got a little savings just sitting right there. Go ahead.
Yes, my little nest egg.
Love that for you.
Yes. So I go through all these pennies, all these quarters, all these dimes, nickels, and I find the ones that are, for my books. I have books that, one for every year. And
like the states and stuff.
Yeah. Like the state quarters. I collected, I have almost all of them. Almost. Not quite all of them, but almost.
They still making more though. They're gonna have to make another map because
they're doing national parks now. It's national parks now. We have somebody at the door.
Oh,
hey,
Katie.
Hey, Kyle. Hey, Jamie. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
I just got off work. Sorry I'm late. But I just wanted to pop on here and say happy birthday because now I have to go pop on the midnight hour. I just literally just got done eating dinner.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we've had people popping in and out all night. So, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. How's everybody?
Doing good.
Doing good. I just got off work myself. And I hurry up and jump on here.
Yeah, I had cheesecake and we had shish kebabs for dinner.
Oh my god, I'm jealous.
Yeah,
I know we're coming to your house. I had last night I had leftovers, so I had a burger from last night with onions and some mashed potatoes, and then I made some egg salad, so I had that.
I had
It's my
baklava.
friend's birthday, and she had shish kebabs and cheesecake.
Shish kebabs and cheesecake?
Mm-hmm. My mother-in-law was asking.
Yum. It was so good. My husband cooked it too. It was so good.
Nice.
I love when he cooks because he's a really good cook.
Right.
He doesn't do it a lot, but he always cooks for me on my birthday, and I always want shish kebabs because it's my favorite meal. I just love
Right.
it.
Shish kebabs are fun to make. I actually
Yeah,
work
they
at a Greek and Lebanese restaurant. It's a little mom and pop
Mhm.
place, and shish kebabs are part of our menu.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice. They're pretty good.
It's
Yeah, they
literally
are.
my favorite
on
food.
it.
It's my favorite
Beef,
dinner. I love
chicken,
it.
and shrimp. Oh my gosh, I
Yep.
can eat it all day.
I love Greek food. My best friend, she's Greek.
I have a Greek friend, and his last name is Theophylactides.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah. The
See-
first time he said that to me, I said, "What now?" And he's like, you can call me Dimitri Theo. And I'm like, well, I want to be able to say your real name. So say it again. He's like, Dimitri Theophylactides. And I'm like, I don't think I can say that. I was in like 9th grade, and I was probably like 15 when this happened. I've known him forever. And he's just like, yeah, say it. And so I practiced until I could say it. And then he dated my friend.
My thing is I call my manager, I call him Pops because he's like a granted, he's 64. He's like a father to me. Like he treats me like family. Like I've never had a boss like this. He's so nice and he's so humble. But whenever someone would sneeze, what do you say? Bless you. But in Lebanon or Lebanese, they say 10 different words that says bless you. You say, I don't know what they say, but it's like, that's how you say bless you? They're like, yeah.
Right.
I couldn't say it. I don't know how to say it.
Right. Yeah, my best friend's grandma, she passed away like a couple years ago now, but she would forget that I didn't know Greek, and she'd be talking to me in Greek, and I'd be like, what?
Oh, I hate it when people talk to you in another language as if you know what they are saying.
But no, I figured it out what she was saying, and so I would go over there so much that I actually knew it, but I just didn't speak it. So I actually know Greek, I just don't speak it.
Oh, that's like me in Spanish. I understand it more than I speak it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but it was just funny though. I was just like, okay. I can't wait for did you see that they're coming out with My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 now?
Yay!
I did not. I know you're going to be excited for that, Jamie.
I am. I absolutely love My Big Fat Greek Wedding 1 because it reminds me of my wedding. It reminds me of my literally reminds me of my wedding. It was just like that. My wedding was basically like if you took the wedding from My Big Fat Greek Wedding and mixed it with the wedding from Goodfellas. That was my wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It was fun. It was fun. I got a lot of money.
So Jamie, when that movie comes out, we'll have to do a review on it or something.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, we have a knock at the door.
Bless you. Bless you.
Hey,
Take care.
Hey, Care Bear.
Hey, sis.
Hey, look, it's my partner in crime.
Yep, partner in
Thank
crime.
you.
I had to be here.
Thank you.
Carrie, what's up?
What's up? What's up, bro?
It's all white in your background. That's crazy.
My background is so boring right now.
You need something like what we got.
Yeah, you can dress it up. You can dress
I
it
know.
up.
I used to do the amazing backgrounds, but it was doing way too much to my connection.
Okay,
Aww.
I'm not sure if I should take this as a compliment.
All right, guys. If you guys are still on here in a little bit, I'll pop back on. But I told Hobbs over there that I would hop on for like a little bit because I actually have to get up early because I have to go to work at like 9:45 tomorrow. But if you guys are back on, I'll come pop back on.
I probably won't go for much longer now because it's going on 2.5, 3 hours now. So I probably will sign off about 11 o'clock. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I told Hobbs I'd go over there and say hi to them for a little bit. So I'm trying to get everybody in.
I'm trying to get off here, but before hubby goes to sleep because it's my birthday and all.
Right.
Hey, you need those birthday spanks, girl.
I need those birthday spankings.
Ooh. Not all of them, girl. Oh my God, you would be bruised up.
Well,
you look great for your age.
How do
you look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so
Look,
much.
like,
Great.
what is your secret? What is your secret? I need to know.
I honestly don't have one.
Bull.
I
Everyone's got a secret.
I don't pull at my skin. I never pulled at my skin. I was very particular about what I washed my face with. I never used harsh chemicals on it. And I pretty much use Clinique exclusively. So everything
that's
is
what I use.
hypoallergenic and stuff. So
I use Clinique and Olay, actually.
I used to use oil of Olay in high school, but when I got to be about, I don't know, I was like, it was right before my wedding. I started switching over to Clinique stuff, and pretty much
You
they
notice a
hooked me.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their perfume Happy is literally my signature scent. That's the one I'm always wearing.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
It smells
Yeah.
so good.
It does.
Yeah, it
It
does.
smells like oranges. I love that. It smells so good.
It does have a nice smell, some sound smell to it.
It does.
Well, Jamie, I need to go in and take a shower because I just got off work, but I wanted to jump on and wish you a happy birthday because I just had to.
I thank you, Kyle. I really appreciate it,
Oh,
So-
it's no problem. I love you, girl. Like, you part of my family. All y'all.
Love you, Kyle.
Love you,
Love
Kyle.
you, Katie. Love you, Carrie. Scary Carrie.
Have a good night.
I will. Y'all do the same. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 I just gotta say about this comment, I do have that.
We need to, right? We need
That's
to
right.
in order to, stand on our own in this horror community.
Exactly, especially in the horror community. Do you know what it took me to bust into this community? I had to bust into a show called The Sausage Factory.
Right?
Literally, then.
Yeah, that's what Region Free was before they were Region Free. They were called The Sausage Factory. I used to watch them, and I never spoke up in their chat because I thought it was just guys, and I really didn't want to intrude. It's not my way. So I didn't say anything for the longest time. And then one night they were talking about Friday the 13th, and that was it. I had to say something. And I spoke up in the chat in there, and I said, hey, hi guys. I've been watching you for like almost 2 years, and I've never spoke up in here because I'm not sure if ladies are allowed to talk, but I wanted you guys to know that I think this or whatever it was that I said about the movie. And they were like, no, you guys girls can totally talk in here and everything. And I was like, oh, well, the name's a little misleading. So yeah. So within about 6 months of that, they had decided to start a whole new show calling it Region Free. And they asked me if I wanted to join. So that's what I did. And that's how I broke into the horror community. Before that, I was in the Twin Peaks community.
That's awesome.
Well, we're glad
Well-
you're here.
Well, if you want to, we're starting a podcast soon, so you're welcome to come join us if you want. It's an all-girl podcast.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, I would totally love that. I definitely like girl time.
So I'll add you onto our little girl group chat.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
But ours is gonna be we're gonna do different movies, different topics, just because we wanted to be just different movies. I mean, we'll still talk about horror movies and stuff, but we wanted to do different genres and have themes and talk about them and stuff.
Yeah, I love that idea because I definitely have a wide knowledge base of movies, a lot more than just horror. I mean, I grew up going to the theater every weekend. It was
Me too.
literally I lived there from the time I was probably, I don't know, 11 until I had my son. So and that was in 2002. So pretty much
I didn't even know you had a kid. I didn't even know you had a son.
Yeah, he's 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's fully grown. He was a little angel growing up, even though, all kids are a pain in the butt, but he's my little angel. And he's out right now, him and his dad out right now buying me a GoPro.
Oh, nice. That's nice of them.
Yeah, that's
now we have to see Jamie's outs and abouts and stuff.
I have that plan. I want to get one of those chest mounts, and then take my golf cart out because we have a golf cart. My family owns a golf course. It's next door.
Oh,
And
awesome.
yeah, so I got this old golf cart from over there, and it's number 11 because it's my favorite number. And Scott put a super industrial engine in it, and we beefed it up. It's got big old truck tires on it and everything. And I take it out to the woods all the time and run it out there. So I was thinking that I might take the GoPro out there and make a video of me, doing that. But
That
then
sounds like a lot of fun.
I found out this morning that there's a bear in my neighborhood, so I'm a little nervous about going
Oh,
out there now.
yeah.
I
You need
saw,
bear spray. Get some bear spray.
I do. I'm going to actually keep it right out there in the woods too, because this girl, my friend, she lives down the road from me. She doesn't live that far. And this morning, she literally posted pictures of this humongous black bear in her backyard. And I was like, oh my God, I do not want
Oh,
to be
wow.
out there with that thing. I'm terrified. I'm
That's
not
crazy.
scared of most anything, but I am scared of the bears around here.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play with that.
Nope.
No. Bears are terrifying.
Yeah, they are.
I
We
had to
have
learn more
alligators.
about that in Pennsylvania than I did in New York here.
We
Yeah.
don't play. Florida people don't play with those alligators either.
I
No.
hope you don't.
I lived in
Nope.
Ocala for a while, and we didn't have a lot of alligators there because obviously it's in the middle, so there wasn't a lot of that going on. But I saw enough, huge bugs and huge spiders to never want to live there ever again. So, have you seen a roach
Ocala's
spider?
like in the national forest, so you're gonna have bugs and spiders and stuff like that.
Have you seen a roach spider yet? Those things
Yeah.
are like that big. They're as big as my face. I flipped out.
People forget, even though that I lived in New York, I was born and raised in Florida.
Oh, you lived there your whole life?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
She's a Florida girl.
Yep, I'm a Florida girl who was in the North Country and didn't know what the heck I was doing.
I know the snow must have been shocking.
It was, and then you had to literally wake up 2 hours, 3 hours before you had to be to work just to shovel it and everything. And then when you go inside to get changed and everything to your work clothes, because I didn't want to ruin my work clothes, snow would pile back up. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I've lived with that my whole life, and you actually have to learn how to drive in the snow too, because it isn't the same.
My
at
first
all.
time driving in the snow, I had to take Mark to work, and he drove himself to work like I was in the passenger seat. We were slipping and sliding the whole time, and we had all season tires on the car. We're slipping and sliding and everything. So I dropped him off, and I was like, I didn't know that you had to slow down and turn in the snow. I went sliding. I was like, what am I in Tokyo Drift?
Oh yeah, I know. I had a car accident, a really bad car accident in the snowstorm. My mom begged me not to drive that day. I had just got my driver's license, and I was being all, teenager. And I said, no, I can do it. I can go. And sure enough, I get a block from my grandma's house, and boom, head-on collision, and it was bad. And after that, I just decided, that I wasn't gonna, if I could help it, I wasn't gonna drive in the snow, because I couldn't believe that happened to me.
That's crazy.
It is different because you have to understand counter steering. If you don't understand how to counter steer against the ice, then it's a disaster.
Well, the part that so we lived more in the city, so the city was plowed really really well. It was if you would go into these off roads and stuff like that, that's where it was the worst.
Yeah, the back roads. I live pretty much. Well, actually, my road is a major road, but all the roads off here are back roads. Some of them are even dirt. So going down those roads in the winter, you just don't want to do it. And it's even worse because you have the Amish around, and they're out there in their horse and buggies, and you're trying to drive past them, but you have to follow certain rules. So if they're on a double solid line, you can't pass them. You have to stay behind them until you can. It is so annoying.
When we were going up to the casino, we saw a lot of Amish people up there.
Yeah, they're everywhere, literally. I see them every day.
And I'm like, they're driving that in the snow. I wouldn't be driving that in the snow. I'd be too cold.
They have these generators that they put on their buggies, that when the horse starts going, it starts
Mhm.
making power and it sends heat into their carriages.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they can't use actual electricity, so they use horsepower. That's kind of amazing.
That's a fun fact. That's interesting to know.
Yeah, it's weird because they walk around and they wear these weird outfits. They have
Mhm.
horses and buggies, but I mean, they'll wear sunglasses like we do.
Right.
Like really, it's really weird to see them in these bonnets and then sunglasses. It's just so
Oh,
weird.
wow.
And they
Hi,
ride
Marcus.
scooters. They ride scooters.
Mhm.
So I'm always seeing the little kids, riding their scooters down to the dollar store and stuff all the time.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes other farmers around here will actually give the Amish people rides to the store in the wintertime and stuff. So they go to Walmart.
Right.
And, I mean, they're just like regular people. It's just that,
That's awesome.
they don't use electricity. And their houses are gorgeous. Every
Right.
single Amish person I know has a huge house. Huge. And they're
That's
beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I have
Making me
to go.
think of the movie For Richer or Poorer.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I have to go pop on the midnight hour, but I just want to come by because I knew it was a special occasion for you, Jamie. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
And so I'll add you onto the group, and then that way you can come on the podcast with us.
That's awesome. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
You're welcome. Enjoy your night. Love you guys.
Okay, love you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Mwah. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sign off too because I've been going for a long time and I have to go to the bathroom. So
Yeah, and you need those birthday spanks.
I do. Yes, I do. My husband's cute.
Aw, that's adorable.
We've been married for this is 23 years this year, but we've been together for almost 30. It'll be 30 years this year or
That's
next
amazing.
year. So yeah. Got to keep him interested somehow.
Oh yeah, got to keep the passion going.
That's right. All right. So, guys, I'm going to get going. And I thank you all for coming today. It really meant a lot to me to have all of you guys here. For the people that popped in, Night, Coriander, Cameron, Kyle, Kirsten and Larry, Karen. Honestly, I thank all of you guys for stopping by today. It meant so much to me to have you guys pop in, and I can't wait to do it again with you guys and have another group chat. That'll be great. But thank you so much, chat people, for coming, and I really appreciate it. And we will see you the next time. Bye.
Bye.